Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Let's go. This is it. This is the place. We create the energy. We create the vibes. We create the movement. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's get the lemon into the water. You know that's what we're here for. I worked out today. I was sweating profusely. I felt good. I felt great. No matter what bank went down, no matter who stole my money, it didn't matter. I'm still here. I believe in God. I have my breath. I have my life. As long as I have those two things, my belief in God, my belief in myself, my belief in my fellow man, and my life, we are going to be okay, baby. We are going to be okay. We're going to make it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in, and appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's stay hydrated. Let's decalcify the pineal. Let's get our move going. Shout out to everybody here. I love you all more than you would ever know. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. God bless you all. Nice big sip of the water. Shout out to everybody here. Let's get that music back up and running. Let's get it moving. Bitcoin pumping hard right now as banks collapse. I'm going to show you all the bank. I'm going to show you what's happening in the market. We're going to break it down. Let's take a look at Fiat Leak and see what's happening. SNX up 36%. MakerDAO up 35%. Loom up 27%. Filecoin up 22%. GRT up 19%. Ethereum Classic 17%. TRX up 17%. YFI up 16%. And more people piling into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the answer, and they know it. They know it. If you were in a bank and you couldn't get access to your money, Bitcoin is the answer. Let's take a look at all the banks here. I got a list of a bunch of big banks, and they're all going down. They're going down hard right now as we speak. So look at the bank list here. We have ING, right? ING Group just taking a beat down to the ground. Boom. We have BBVA, right? Banco Billo Vizcaya Argentina tumbling to the downside. We have NWG, NatWest Group, tumbling to the downside. We have NECB, Northeast Community Bank Corp, tumbling to the downside. We got MFG tumbling to the downside. Mitsu Financial Group. We got HSBC bombing to the downside. We have LYG taking a hit. We have JP Morgan actually was pumping this morning compared to the other banks, only down 0.5%. And we have TCBI, Texas Capital Bank Shares, taking the biggest hit, down 22%, just absolutely obliterated. These are some of the biggest banks taking a huge hit. These are the institutions that are getting beat up today because people do not believe in the banking system. The banking system looks weak, looks like it's got a lot of issues. So right here, look, resistance, 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 resistance. This morning, Bitcoin was at resistance, overbought on the 15-minute time frame, all right? I was basically, look, it was the probability was the 50-minute would come down here and we would bounce, but you never know. We could get a bit of a short squeeze. Look at the smaller time frame like the 7 while I was working out. The 7 was low and made a little bit of a flag here. Gave you an idea that there could have been a pump to the upside. So that's how I do it. You go to that 7, and the 7, look, it was an ascending triangle on the 7-minute time frame. Go to a smaller time frame like the 1, you'll see it's even more apparent. That's a beautiful ascending triangle. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. The measured move is the length of the base of that triangle, and that's exactly what you got. You push to the next resistance at 22,980. Can you get back to 23K? What a beautiful move. You took out this high. That was super important that you took out this high. Remember last night we went over the 1 hour. I suggested the 1 hour would go sideways till it came close to the 21-day moving average. This is my special sauce. This is my status. So look, right here, price was like this, and I saw that price was far away from the 21. I basically said, let's make a bit of a flag here. Let's wait for price action to come and touch the 21-day moving average. Then we could get a move to the upside, and the measured move is the 24,500. So far, this is starting to play out. Now I wanted the 50-minute to be exact. It wasn't, but that's what happens, right? That's why sometimes open up a trade with a stop loss below the previous support. There's nothing else better to do. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Everything, you should do your own due diligence and research before you get into any trade. Shout out to the 478 beautiful souls in the live stream. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. So let's get back into where we are in the present moment. 23,100, big pump for Bitcoin again. And I'm telling you right now, this is the biggest ad for Bitcoin right now. This is the switch we wanted. This is the switch we wanted. What I want to look at is I want to look at the S&P. And I want to see the S&P was dumping. And honestly, you think the S&P would be struggling a little bit. S&P got the bounce too as well. Double bottomed inside the... So look, this is insane. The S&P did enter the area that it did not want it to enter into. You see this? We could say there's kind of a range-bound area, but why is this a big deal? Well, This, I'm going to color it yellow for a split second so you can see it. This top trend line here, I'm off on it, but this top trend line right here, right? You enter back in here, you fall down to the bottom of the pattern. If you're new, I just want you to understand pattern trading. Top, bottom, top, bottom. You could fake out. That's a bull trap, make you think you're breaking out. Then they bring us back down to the bottom here, and they drain everybody that thought this was a long. I've seen this many times. You have to be careful. This could happen. Be careful. We have a lot of people that are probably missing out on the live stream because it's not at the same time for them. But it's the same. My time has changed, the Eastern time. Every time this happens, it takes about 2 weeks to get my live stream back to where it was before. It's such a crazy thing. But now this would be the last time we have daylight savings time, apparently, in Massachusetts. I believe they're going to eradicate it here in America, or at least here on the East Coast. So I believe they proposed the bill. It looks like it's going to pass, and it's going that I will never have to change the time of the live stream yet ever again. Shout out to the $5 super chat. Thank you for moving the balls in the jar. God bless you. Appreciate you for doing that and jumping on into the live. I don't want to hear a moon landing. So S&P really has to bounce back above the zone. If we could say this trend line is still trying to hold, you could, no, you fell out of it. You're outside of the trend line right now because touch. Right now, you're double bottoming. 1 hour time frame suggests a nice move for the S&P back to the upside. You got the bullish divergence that you're looking for here. First, you had one there. Now you have one again, a secondary bullish divergence. Yeah, I mean, that's a swing up. You can see it clearly when you look at it very closely. You pull this away. I mean, that's a swing to the upside. That line is definitely lower than that line. And that's a violent swing to the downside. We should be getting a pop back up based on this bullish divergence. You should break a high above this previous high. The S&P should end up somewhere here in the middle of the week. And again, why is that? Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. The Fed will not raise rates again. Mark my words. They cannot raise rates. Why? Because right now, banks are struggling. Banks are having issues lending and the money's drying up. You see banks going down. If they raise rates some more, they're going to put down more banks. And then they're going to create, people are going to make a bank run. So they know if they raise rates, they're going to create a bank run. The Fed can't create a bank run because then they're going to destroy the economy completely, all the way, like everything they have. They're trying to at least keep it afloat as best they can, okay? So right now, mark my words, you're hearing it here first. The Fed will not, and I don't need someone to tell me this. That's why people come here, not just for the technical analysis, for the guidance, for the spiritual guidance, for the awakening. All right, I'm not a financial advisor, but I will put things in your mind. I will put thoughts. I will get you going. I will get you thinking about life in a different way. I hope I change the whole way you think, your process about life, the fact that you are the creation, you are the opportunity. One of the greatest messages that you might receive is that you are the message. One of the greatest messages that you might receive in your whole life is that you are the message. Remember that. I am the message. You are the message. We become the message. Become a message for yourself. Put yourself out there for the world and just become an essence, become a piece of the cloth of the life of the world. All right? So, bullish divergence on the S&P. If they stop rate hikes, the S&P will have to pump back up to the upside, you would suggest, right? However, I still play the technical analysis. We must get a bounce back upside here. We got to get a candle to close for the S&P really above this point of control at 39,990, back to 4,000 to remain bullish. This is a big deal. Falling wedge, retesting, falling out of the bigger symmetrical triangle, and now it's attempting to push itself back inside the bigger pattern. We don't want to see that. Right now, the 1 hour suggests a pump for regular markets back to the upside. It suggests that we will start to make a bit of a move. So you're back, well, everyone's worried about the economy. We're worried about the banking economy, which is not really the stock market, okay? I mean, they're all connected. I get it. It's all about the housing bubble. Mortgage defaults incoming. It's true. We're in a spiritual awakening. Christ is opening the eyes. Blessed to be a lifer. God is opening people's eyes. God is opening people's eyes. I love Jesus. Don't get me wrong. Jesus is the man, but Jesus prayed to God, man. Jesus got on his hands and knees and he prayed to God. All right? Jesus teaches you exactly what to do through his actions. He teaches you to pray to God. God is your Savior. God is your answer. You know, Jesus is just the pathway. Jesus was just the exemplification of what to do. He just was like if you had a teacher and there was a good student, Jesus was the best student. Okay? Jesus, see, I don't want to get into it. Yeah. To me, there's one God. One God. One God. There is one God. You know what I mean? Anyway, I believe in God 100%, man. Let's move from church. Was there on Sunday. Amen. Amen. So look at the pump here. Beautiful pump for Bitcoin to 23,400. It just got a massive, massive candle explosion. Massive candle explosion. And I'm telling you right now, they said no more rate hikes. Massive move to 23,004. Booming to the upside. I finally joined the live recruit. Amen. Technically, there are thousands of gods, not just one. Oh, God. Love the channel, love the Discord, but the religious talk is not for me, sadly. It's not religious talk, man. This is not religious talk. That's the difference between me and other people. Spirituality, man. The fact that you're an essence of being, that you're going for something different in your life. All right? That there is, to me, I'm not into religion, I'm into God. You know what I mean? So I don't even consider them the same thing. All right? Wow, Bitcoin hits the target, 24,450. That's crazy. I guess a little extended there. How did I extend that? Let me see. This tells you we're going all the way up to 24,627. Unbelievable move for Bitcoin today, right? Bull flag to the upside. I wanted the 50-minute to come down first. It got pinned. It just exploded. And look at the short liquidations here on BOOKMAP. Massive short liquidations. People just getting absolutely exposed. Because if you don't understand what Bitcoin's for, then you don't get it. If you're just speculating, you don't get it. You know what I mean? So whether you believe in God or not, is he or she exists, obviously, is not a him or her. It's some type of entity, exactly. This pump is insanity to the upside. So look at this, Bitcoin all the way here and continuing to pump. Does it continue? Look at the smaller time frames for a flag. You got some bearish divvy there, but... And look at that. I mean, the 4-hour get absolutely pinned by the 1-hour time frame. Banging to the upside, AGIX. Look at people in my trading group just banging on them. 140% gains on 25x leverage. My man on MEXC just doing damage. DJ Frodo doing damage. Let's go, baby. Shout out to everybody trading in the zone. Trading in the zone. Watch this flag on the 1-minute time frame. We could extend to 24,500 to the upside. Big move for Bitcoin. Super excited to see the green. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to everybody here on the live, kicking it with me. Love you all. So, wow, that was a fast move for Bitcoin to the upside. Let's take a look at our 1-hour time frame. How much gas do we have left? This thing is just getting started. Look at the size of that engulfing candle. Did the 4-hour get back above the 200 SMA? It did. Look at this, everybody. This is what I keep preaching. We're back above the 200 SMA. I love to open up a long when the 4-hour closes a candle above the 200 SMA. Look, if you open up a long here when the 4-hour got above. Huge move to the upside. Huge move to the upside. And getting back above this 200 SMA is a huge sign for Bitcoin. A huge, huge sign. I'm telling you right now. We also gapped up through this VRVP area. Back above the high volume node. We could get to the volume area high at 26,171. Somewhere into the 26,000 area. So bullish for Bitcoin. Remember, the daily still has gas. Daily says there's no reason to stop this move to the upside. I like what we're seeing. We bounced off the 200 SMA here for Bitcoin. I've been long. You saw me buy a bunch of Bitcoin at 21,800. I'm back in the money again. I consistently continually to be back in the money. My $19,000 Bitcoin back in the money heavily. All the Bitcoin I bought at 16,000, 17,000 in the money big time. Telling you right now, I put a large amount of net worth into Bitcoin at the low, 16,000, 17,000, 18,000. I did it live in front of everybody. I bought a whole Bitcoin at 19K. I bought multiple chunks of Bitcoin, 5,000 at 21,000, 22,000. You saw me gobbling it up. I did not hold back. I did what I had to do. I did not hold my money in the bank. I put my money into Bitcoin because I knew the banks were garbage. All right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all for being here. Some banks are good. I like banks. Don't get me wrong. I like a good bank here and there. I bank with Citizens. I actually like Citizens' good bank. Thing is this. Chase, worst bank in the world. Get your money out of Chase immediately. Chase sucks. All right? But you can't sell banks. Have no money. I know, right? Good work, Sammy. Any thoughts on the CME gap? We gapped way above it over the weekend. Let's take a look at the gap on the CME. I haven't taken a look at any of the CME gaps recently. We did fill the recent gap. There was the gap. We came right to the gap. Had you just traded the gap, you would have made a bunch of money. Isn't that crazy? Just trading the gap made you tons of money. Simple idea. Let me buy into the gap with the bullish divergence on the 1-hour time frame. Boom. We called this bullish divergence, by the way. We called this pump. Yesterday we had it. We got you through this move all the way. We were not shorting this market while most people were getting caught up. Look, ahead. Look, a shoulder ahead and a right shoulder there too. And I've been pointing that idea out as well for Bitcoin. So let me take a look. Are there any gaps around here? Or remove my drawings. Or just kind of. There's a gap right there at 24,175. It looks like we'll fill that gap. There's a gap right there at 23,150. So it looks like we're coming to close this gap. It looks like we almost did. So we're about to close a gap right there. You see it? There's a gap right there. There's a gap here. There's a gap there. There's always gaps, right? We closed that gap too, which is pretty nice. So there was a gap. There was a, oh yeah, that was the main gap. Oh yeah, sorry. I took away my I was like, oh yeah, that's the gap, dude. Just seeing, yeah, no really crazy gaps after that. So we closed the gap. It is what it is. So interesting. Just understanding, and there's a gap there too now. All right. Well, we have to come and close that gap over the weekend because we pumped up. Now we have to close this gap, which is kind of whack, right? So we have another gap now, kind of where the old gap was. So we filled the gap and made another gap in the same area. It's so ridiculous. Do we have to come down and fill the gap? I'm under the concern that not every gap has to get filled. I that's how I go by it, You do what you want. I'm under the idea that not every gap has to be filled. There's a bigger gap in the bank's balance sheet. Well played, CNC Ireland. Scooped up more cash on the retrace. Tap the supply. Lights out, bro. They already filled. There's one from months ago at 20,009. I don't think you have enough to worry about. Not trying to call you up, but the banks have FDIC insurance. Unless you have more than $250K, it's nothing to worry about. Yeah, I know. Talk to someone who has $1 million in the bank. It's something to worry about. There's a lot of people with money in the bank, man. Might be easy for, that's the thing. It's easy when you don't have a lot of money. The more money you have, the scarier it becomes. I'm telling you right now. Because now you're trying to protect more worth than the FDIC can. And also, I went over this idea. FDIC has $125 billion on the balance, $100 million that they can credit line, right? There's $22 trillion. They don't have enough money even if they give you your $250,000. They don't have it, man. They don't have it. So you think that you would get covered, but you're not. Now they're going to give these two banks precedent. What if there was 10 banks, 15 banks, 20 banks? Here's the deal. I will tell you one thing. Bank runs are created by panic. If nobody panicked, the bank could run fine. So if we all didn't run in and grab our money, the bank would have been fine. Like SVB wouldn't have went under if people didn't run in and grab their money. But people run in and grab their money too fast, and there you go. So if you have a lot of money, go buy treasury bonds. Zero risk of losing your money like banks. I still disagree. If you really think that the government can't default, if you really think a treasury bond's better than Bitcoin, I think you're out of your mind. I think you're completely out of your mind. Yeah, like I wouldn't buy into a treasury bond. Maybe a little bit to hedge. If I could take the risk, I would take the hedge. I'm telling you right now. See, that's what a traditional person does. That's what the masses, that's what everyone thinks is okay. You gotta think outside the box. You cannot be regular. You can't do what everyone else is doing. If you want to have the same results if you want to have different results than everybody else, you want to live in the 1%. You want to have a house on top of a mansion, some overlooking the ocean, right? You want to have it all. You're not going to have it all doing what everyone else does. It's not going to happen. Everyone else buys treasury bills. You got to do something different. All right? You got to do something different. It does all come from fractional reserve lending. I would buy ammo before treasury bonds. See, my man? I'm not a regulator. Let's go. RBC bought Canada HBC division. Interesting. If U.S. government fails, we all going to fail for real. Be your own bank. Keep your crypto safe. If you don't have a hardware wallet, get one today. Hit the link to the Trezors, please. Trezor Cloud. Jump on in and grab yourself a Trezor today. All right? Right here, link in the description below. $200 to keep yourself safe and secure. Best thing to do. It's a Trezor Touch, too. The touchscreen is amazing. Works absolutely amazing. I have two of these. I absolutely love them. I also have the Legacy Trezor that first came out. Absolutely love it, too, as well. All right? So here we go. I mean, fractional reserve lending has been horrible. All right? It's been bad and detrimental. Detrimental. So where do I see Bitcoin going today? Well, the daily still has room to go to the upside, right? The 1 hour is pushing up and says it can continue. The 15-minute is going to have to make a bit of a flag here at one point and slow off, right? Chart Luna, please. Don't hate. Don't date. Just trade. Life or time. Shout out to PK, man. Don't hate it. Don't trade it. Don't hate it. Don't date it. Just trade it, baby. Silver rounds for the Doge, man. Smart man. Probably work on Bigfoot too, right? Any good trade ideas? Follow the rabbit. The rates. So now the new bonds are in position, depreciating the previous bought bonds the bank bought to hedge an expectation the pandemic made things worse. Wish I had a jar for people to give money away. Isn't it great, crypto scientist? You know, I worked so hard for this. It's funny you said that. You wish you had a jar. You know what I did to get this jar? Number one, you have to have 10,000 hours to monetize your YouTube channel. I had to work 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours. No, straight up. 10,000 watchable hours. I guess I didn't have to work 10,000 hours, but I had to get 10,000 watchable hours just to be monetized. Then you have to have over 1,000 subscribers and 10,000 watchable hours. It's not just 1,000 or 10,000 subscribers. They've upped the ante to watchable time now. Took me 2 years to earn this cup. And now it's been almost 2 years since I earned the cup. And so, yes, you wish you want one of these. You know how hard I worked to get one of these. And nothing's free in this life, all right? Wishing will only get you so far. You're going to have to work your butt off to get what you want. You know what I mean? This is why you should keep at least 25% of your fiat holdings in cash. The markets will pump as soon as the Fed decides not to give us 50 basis points increased. Are you telling us something we don't? He props. Props for the good vibes you emit. Thank you. Blockchain is coming to banking. Crypto scientist, man, you sound kind of like a salty sailor. I'm gonna remove you. I don't like your vibes, man. Sorry. You may want to buy my services or something, but I don't like your vibes, man. I love you and God bless you, but you got some weird negative energy and I felt it and I would like it out of my life. Okay, moving forward, let's take a look at the 1 minute time frame. It's oversold still in this flag. This thing could make a nice move. So I'm going to continue to watch the 1 minute. It has a nice measured move here inside of the flag to the upside. And remember, everybody, remove negative energy out of your life. It's the best thing you could do. It's the best thing you could do. Amen. And let's just talk about love, light, and happiness. God bless everybody out here. Bitcoin just went to grab that liquidity at 23.4. Have you seen Vulcan blockchain yet? Big opportunity. Hug from Portugal Freedom. Shout out to Jojas Ramos in the house. How to keep his seed phrase safe for $1 million portfolio. Bunch of different ideas. Okay? Bunch of different ideas. Here's one. Memorize one of the seed words. You have to memorize one and then never write the seed phrase down. Only write the 11 words or the 23 words. Never write the final word down. All right? I have a bunch of tips and tricks and stuff, but I will never tell everybody because I can't tell you my tips and tricks because they're mine. And I developed them and they're unique to me. No one came up with them but me, and I believe they could actually help me in a scenario. So there's one idea. Here's another idea. Add a bunch of letters. Have a fake seed phrase. Like make a bunch of 12-word seed phrases, but then make them all 12. Make them all 12. Now the person might, Here's another idea. Have a 12-word seed phrase, but put it in the middle of multiple words. You know where they begin and where they end, but you add a bunch of letters on the beginning and the end. Okay? Tattoo it under your nug bone. You'll be all right. You're funny. What do you think about Polygon? We like Polygon, but that was too much. Too much. Your scientists must have gotten wrecked. Super salty. So funny. Shout out to David Kendall. David, we love you, brother. Thank you for being here. Our birthdays are coming up, David. God bless you, brother, for being in the live with me. And thank you for posting in the trading group every single day. God bless you all. I feel like most people would have no idea what it even meant if they came across a 12 to 24 word seed phrase. Not everybody. Another thing, you get when you get your hardware wallet, they give you a branded sheet that says Trezor on it, right? Or you know what I mean? Or you got to write it on another piece of paper. So if they find the 24 words, at least they'll go to a MetaMask. They'll go to a Ledger. And by the time they get to your Trezor, hopefully, you know what I mean? You will have figured it out, or you would seen some security footage or something like that, or whatever it is. VRA listed on Bybit, that could get the thing pumping up. I like that. What do you think of EGLD? I love EGLD. I own it long term. I think EGLD is something you should definitely have. I have it staked on my phone on the Meyer app, just sitting here. So EGLD, yeah. I keep a boatload of EGLD on the Meyer app on my phone. ready to go. At one point, it was $60,000 worth of EGLD. EGLD went from $20 to $560. Yeah, don't write it on that. Exactly. And just understand, so I see this 1 minute pumping to the upside. It looks like we're about to pump to 24,162. I'm calling a move here. It looks very nice. We're touching the 21. Very boat. The 1 hour still has legs. This looks like this could continue to make bacon on the beach. I'm watching this flag here for a move to the upside for Bitcoin. This is a call right now that I'm looking at. Stop loss somewhere below here. I'll take a look at the long position here. And again, I could get stopped out in 2 seconds. There's no guarantee this is going to play out. 3.57% gains. I like a 3-to-1 risk ratio. I have to be somewhere right around here. It's a little tight. Loving your energy, brother. Shout out to Gucci Khan for the $20 super chat. 20 pound, actually, which is even more with inflation. Shout out to my man. Thank you for jumping on. And thank you for the other $20 super chat. Chart Luna C, please. We'll take a look at Luna C for you. And we're going to take a look at ES1, the S&P futures. I think I did look at S&P futures already, right? I did, right? Yeah. I was about to say. Yeah, so we went over the S&P. We got to bounce back to the upside here inside the green box. Super, super important. All right, 12 hours says it's going to happen. 4 hours getting oversold. 1 hour is extremely oversold. Expecting the bounce to the upside. Show me the Stokes. There you go. Expecting the bounce to the upside. Let's take a look at Luna C. So we like what we're seeing here. Let's take a look at the DXY. What you think would be taking a tumble now with all the craziness going on. And look, I have the DXY tumbling out of this rising wedge. My measured move takes it down to the green zone here. And so far, it is doing what we thought it would do to the downside, resetting here and falling off. What people don't realize is Bitcoin, they think Bitcoin is a stock. At one point, the stock market could completely crash and Bitcoin could pump. People don't understand that. They think they're all correlated tech stocks. Everything is the same. Bitcoin is different. Bitcoin has a different feeling. Bitcoin has a different thing going on for it. I'm just telling you right now, like Bitcoin can get you to escape the legacy banking system. Stocks don't do that. Stocks bring you closer to the legacy banking system. You don't get released. Bitcoin is the answer away. Bitcoin is the escapism. It's the escape hatch, right? It's the eject button out of the plane when you need to be released. It's Bitcoin, baby. It's Bitcoin, all right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And look at these are what the lifers are doing. The lifers are grinding in here, hosting. Look at my man, Spragia Tojas, doing them. He's got the cup and handle that blasted to the upside. He had it. Look at that. Beautiful. My students are picking up what I'm putting down, and they're getting the education. Then he even had this on the 1 hour, on the 1 day time frame, and he saw this going. Unbelievable. See that? Ascending triangle with his next measured move. The gap of the VRVP could take you all the way to 39,000. And I'm telling you right now, if banks keep going down and people keep getting stressed, more and more people are going to pile into Bitcoin. I wrote a letter to my family today. You know, my older sister, she got into Bitcoin at 8,800, right? Anyway, more banks go under, the harder Bitcoin goes up. I was just telling my buddy, buy more Bitcoin. He goes, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies make me nervous. I believe the U.S. government is going to create their own cryptocurrency and then make it illegal to own other cryptocurrencies. Like China makes crypto transactions in crypto. Just like the U.S. government made it illegal to own gold. And unfortunately, the U.S. government may allow people to trade in cryptocurrencies for U.S. world currency like they did when they made it illegal to own gold. You never know. I don't live in fear. You know what I mean? I follow the math. The math tells me that Bitcoin will win in the end. And if they may do that, and you can go to another country. You don't have to live here if you don't want to. Hey, Sam, good morning. My son is actually also Sam. Ever looked into Kujira team, and the community is great. No, never heard about it. I will do my research, though. Thank you for bringing it up. All right. There's the pump starting to move here. Now, we do have to break resistance, or this will be a double top. All right. We have to break this resistance or it would be a double top, and we could end up somewhere down here. We just got to get a candle closing up in here. We got to break through. All right. So far, it's looking pretty good. We're actually up in the trade already. Tiny bit, but about 0.3%. 10x leverage, you're looking at a 3% gain right there already. All right. Should I sell my silver bars? Gina, don't ask anyone what to do with your money or your silver. You got to do whatever makes you happy. Try carrying $1 million in gold with you. Exactly. Once I amassed $40,000 in gold, I decided it was pointless. I needed Bitcoin. All right. Let's take a look at Luna and rally. 23.6, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And remember, Bitcoin is higher in USD than it is in US Tether right now. Look at that. It's at 23.7. It's even bigger on the daily. Look at this. And we talked about once you're in this, you could pump to the upside. Our measured move is to 25,454. About to get back above the next move here to the upside. First time on this channel, and I love it. Shout out to Ben Lucas, another first-time lifer kicking it with us every single day. You haven't even begun to hear about what I do. I found cake at 60 cents. We found EGLD at 20. We called Bitcoin at 6,000 at 20K. I've been on live since 2019, and I've been live streaming since February of 2021 without a day off. Almost no YouTuber can say that. They've all taken a day off. I have not taken a day off, and nobody can call me out on it. You can go through the records. I have not taken a day off. I have lugged camera equipment and streaming equipment with me to every city I've gone to, every flight I've been to. I've paid an extra $150 for my luggage. I have done so much to keep the stream alive. I do not care. Christmas, I streamed while my wife was giving birth in the freaking room. I said, I don't want to do it. She said, well, it's going to take 2 hours anyway for the drugs to kick in. You might as well just get it in. So we talked about this flag breaking to the upside. Here it's going. It has a measured move. It's just getting started. The 1 hour has more gas. Interesting. Now I have the US pair and the USDT pair. Someone asked me, are there any trades out there? I put this out right now. It's already up 0.5%. A 10x leverage trader just made 5% in the last 4 minutes based off the idea here that I put out. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do you want to do diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade? And she's still with you. That's a keeper. They get you on that extra luggage. If you're going to collect metals, you better learn how to smelt. My man. God bless you, brother. That woman is a saint. Bought the dip now. It rips. Let's go. Bought the dip. Now it rips. Oh, my God. He's too funny. Love your wife as much as I do. I do, man. Shout out to Follow the Rabbit, man. Hard work and dedication. I do. I have 2 kids. You know, my first kid was born the second I started this group. Or when I started going hard, really, and started the constant live streaming. My daughter was born March 1st. And that's really when my business really began to take off. That month, the month she was born, my business skyrocketed. I tell you, both times my kids were born, I had a business that would skyrocket within their first 2 months of being born. My first business ever, Remote Chief Inc., that I started selling drones in my media company. And now, you know, Crypto Light, this is basically, my media company is remote. We're still underneath the gauze of the media company. Look at the short squeeze coming to the upside. We see 23,800 coming. Banks are getting beat to the ground. What would you do? You'd be buying BTC, right? And here's the move to the upside here. We just called it for you. There you go. And now 0.87% up to the upside. Stop loss could be swung up a little bit, even shaved here. Right when I say that the red comes. 1 hour just hit the top. Look, the 1 minute went from here to here. That's how this works. Pump to pump. Now you got to wait out the follow through. Okay? So watch. This is how this plays out. Now you flag it out. If you can stay inside a flag and do a cup and handle, you got more coming to you. If you dump and break this low, you're in a downtrend. Simple to me. So here's the deal. We create this flag, the 21 touches price action. We will continue to the upside here on the 1 minute. I don't like trading the 1 minute personally, but I will trade any time frame I need to trade whenever I need to trade it. When price action moves fast, you need to use smaller time frames to understand what's happening and to push yourself to the next level. Shout out to the 900 beautiful souls in the live stream. Thank you for jumping on into the live. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We're blowing up, baby. We are blowing up. This is the week the algorithm finally bends to the wills of the lifers. Let's take a look at Luna C. So right now we're going to watch this flag for Bitcoin. If it could stay in this flag in the next 10 minutes, reset on the stochastics, we can get a continuation move to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for BTC. absolute blast to the upside with the bank runs. And I'm telling you, if banks are getting hit off, what do you think is going to happen? Bitcoin, we've been waiting for this day. This is the time. These are the times, everybody. And I showed you, look at all the banks just taking a beat down right now, getting hit off to the downside. Some of them are starting to kind of slow off, but I gave you some of the 10 biggest banks in the world just taking a beat down. Biggest banks in America, HSBC Holdings. JP Morgan was the lowest, but that's starting to fade again, back down 1.3%. And I showed you TCBI, Texas Capital Bank shares, getting a beat down 18%. They have now paused multiple banks. I'm going to show you right now in my Discord. If you're in my Discord, you're going to have access to so much information. But look at this. Banks getting stocked, trading halted everywhere. Bank runs. Halted CUBI, halted RFs, halted SCMA, halted FHN, halted Wall, halted SPX. Everybody is shorting the banks. Shorting the banks, baby. Big money is shorting the banks. All right? And by buying Bitcoin, you're shorting the bank. That's what you're doing. When you buy Bitcoin, you're shorting the banks. All right? That's what you're doing basically indirectly. You're shorting the banking system when you're buying Bitcoin, right? You believe when you buy Bitcoin, you're basically saying, hey, I don't think this is going to be sustainable. All right? ACH for a nice 24% gains, ads for a nice 17% gains. And the accurate call for Bitcoin yesterday on a Sunday, we didn't take the day off. We still had the vest on. We still had the shirt on. Gave you 2 outfits yesterday on the lives. 2 live streams on a Saturday and a Sunday. God bless you all. So, look at that, man. Look at that. And that still has gasoline. Looks like it's highly likely getting to the next target here at about 24,800, 24,007. And that's the end of the gap there in the VRVP. And then, you know, what would be beautiful is we can close a daily candle above this previous resistance at 25,200. Be unbelievable, right? Thoughts on Phantom 3 out on the daily time frame, please. When you buy Bitcoin, you short the banks. Amen. I mean, that's what you're doing because you believe in the long term that Bitcoin's going to go up in value. So you know that the financial system's not going to be too great. If the financial system was amazing, Bitcoin would not have need to have been created. There would have been no reason for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, you're bleeding, you put a Band-Aid. You would never had to put a Band-Aid on if you weren't bleeding. All right? Bitcoin was the Band-Aid for the bleeding. There's a reason for it. There's a reason why someone looked at it and say, hey, this isn't right. People are getting taken advantage of. The banking systems are parasitic, and they're sucking the lifeblood out of whole countries and out of everybody. Horrible. Absolutely horrible what's happening around. And I'm going to run for president on these ideas if I get the chance. I'm telling you right now, I have the will for it. I can do it. I don't mind. I could take the heat. I could take the pain. I could take the attacks. As long as I'm there for you, I could do it. So look, let's take a look here. NAVI, we put out NAVI. I liked what NAVI was doing. It was on the radar. What is NAVI? It's a small coin with a real app that you can use, download to gain information. All right? NAVI was back on the radar here on 311, down at 9.4 cents there, and it went boomed up from 9.4 all the way back up to 11. We gave you the call. So despite what was happening in the markets, we still gave you this idea. I liked where NAVI was. 706 Fibonacci retracement. Previous resistance became a new support. I was looking for a bounce to the upside, and we got it. A gain of 30% for NAVI, and it's still holding a gain of about 20%. We're still celebrating gains here in the trading group. This was posted on 311. Remember that? You remember that band, 311? Swing B got a little bit of a move here. Well, Moonwell was my radar coin. I loved Moonwell. Was talking about how it was in the 618 Fibonacci. It would go all the way up, 50% gains. Moonwell. Wow, I'm back, right? Been a while since I touted some altcoins. Moonwell, banged on them. We put this out on the live stream. We talked about it. I went over Moonwell. It was the only coin that I thought really had a bit of a chance here. And I made this wedge. Even though it broke out of the wedge, came back in, it still was hitting this wedge. And so my idea was 618 fib, retracement back to the upside. 50.77% gains out of Moonwell. I try not to remember the band 311. You're funny. Yo, life as president would be in risk just by your honesty and love for people. The elites don't like that. God bless you, Sam. Shout out to Diablo. Adam Cup and Handle about to bounce. Don't want to see you stuck. I try not to remember the band. Great band. Are the dots on your shirt little mini Elon Musk faces? No. That would be funny. Bro, keep telling everyone to smash the like so the stream can go to the algorithm. Shout out to everybody. Please keep hitting that like button. Let's get the likes up to the watches. We have 922 beautiful souls. 333 likes. Look, the 333 every time I step on a game. Bang! Shout out to everybody here. This ain't your average live stream. If I was watching your live stream, I would hit the like button. I would do everything I can to send my energy your way. Send your energy my way. Hit that like button. That's the physical thing you could do right now for me. Connect to me. Send that physical movement. Touch that physical button and let it actually transcend through space and time. Change my live stream. Change my life. Change your life. I used to stream to 10 people, 5 people. Now we have 900 people. Imagine if I was at a park right now and there was 900 people listening to me. That is huge responsibility. I take it very, very seriously. And I will continue to show up every single day. I'll continue to take care of myself, work out, drink lemon water, keep myself in shape so I can be mentally and physically and spiritually right on for each and every one of you. God bless you all for being here on this live stream. It means the world to me. It means the world to me. Let's take a look at the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Back above $1 trillion. Yes, we are, baby. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Back above $1 trillion. I showed you this flag here. All I wanted was, I said, let's watch this flag. Let's wait for the 21 to touch price action. I went over this last night for you. I said, we're going to watch total market cap. We're going to wait for price action to touch the 21. When it does, that's going to be the ripper. That's exactly what happened. If you learn my sauce, if you learn how I teach, if you learn what I do. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I teach class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. All right? Not this Tuesday for whatever reason, even though I wanted to. My team decided they were going to cancel class. I have no idea why. Wasn't under my decision. I would never cancel class for any reason. You know what I mean? But I guess it will be next week. We have a lot of hungry people, new eyes here. They would love to take the class tomorrow. Insanity. Absolute insanity. So anyway, we got total here. Just when I have a business instinct, just let my business instinct run. GBT crypto looking promising, maybe. 450 billion poured into the market over the course of 16 hours, man. It's crazy. Money printer going brrr. But the last 4 trades before that, you go, what? Dude, you're hardcore, man. Love it. 2024 Bitcoin to 120,000. HBTC is 120K. HBTC 2024 Bitcoin 120,000. 2511, I called it. What a move for Bitcoin, baby. We need this S&P to bounce, though. We need the S&P futures to get a bounce. Look at the banks getting banged on. Total market cap of cryptocurrency winning. And look, that has a huge move to the upside. Highly likely we're going to continue to the upside based on the move that you have on the 1 hour. Look how much momentum you have, and you just, with a little curve, you got that much of a green candle. It's a big sign that big things are coming. I like this. We're back above the resistance here, right? And back above this resistance at 996. We're back above $1 trillion, everybody. And the different areas to watch here for the total market cap, I have it laid out for you. Should shrink these down. They're too far away. You know what I mean? I have to, make this... That's going to be a pain. So what you do, I'll show you the fast way to do this. You delete one, you hit control, and you replace it. And you replace that one, and then you delete the long one, right? I was a video editor, so I was always doing quick things like this to kind of get it done, right? Hit shift so they're both highlighted. Hold control and grab it down. Get rid of these long ones. All right, so here's the deal. And then just hold control here and drag that one up. Okay, so here. Could even make them shorter than that, you know. But here we got above 1.1. We're at 1.08. That's going to be our 2000. This suggests, you see this measured move here? Suggests that we go all the way to $1.16 trillion. Also, there's a hidden bullish divergence that I keep talking about here that suggests that we could go higher. See, even though that came down, it doesn't get in the way between this and this. I've backed this idea, and it does suggest you will make a high higher than this high. It is hidden bullish divergence. Let's take a look at Luna C on the Super Chat. Shout out to anyone that wants to throw down on a Super Chat with the lifer. God bless you for being here. So let's take a look at the Super Chats here. Terra Classic on KuCoin. All right. All right. Think maybe Luna might still get a pump to the upside here. It's finally double bottomed. 22 hours higher than I'd like it to be, and its pump was like, right? The 22-hour had that much of a pump. You would have liked to have gotten above. I guess, yeah, fine. You got above this first resistance zone. That's good enough. Your daily definitely wants to rip to the upside for Luna C. All right. Got to get it back above that. And you kind of have this going here. So you're in the falling wedge. Falling wedges do break up 68% of the time. You've got a measured move. Really no point in pulling a fib because that's like, 886. It's at the bottom of its barrel. There's your low. There's your higher low. There's your double bottom. You don't really have a bullish divergence, though. For me, because it's so sketchy, I'd wait for it to break out and get above this resistance. If it did that and it made a bullish, like what we saw for Bitcoin, it makes a flag, touches the 21, and then decides to erupt. It's pretty interesting. The 200 is kind of an outlier there. We could pump up to it. I get it. So I do see a move coming on the daily. But this, and again, an aggressive entry is now. For me, the safer play to scalp this or to swing trade it is to wait for it to break back above 0.0016019 and then look for a retest of that area and then get the move up to the next resistance point, right? And this gap would be a nice move up on the gap here to about 43% gain. So aggressive entry could give you more. Is it worth that 37? To me, it's not. It's completely up to you. Don't forget to pay yourselves all day long, baby. So Luna C, let's take a look at Rally, RLY, Rally, the Rally coin on KuCoin. Rally had a nice pump. I looked at it too. Suggested it may make a move here, right? We were watching it closely. I just, why? Because previous resistance, and it was coming right back down for support. And it held that support. It did get a bit of a bounce here. Rally, all right? That's why it's key to kind of keep the coins that are in your mind, in your head. Focus on those coins. So Rally, getting back above the 200 SMA, barely on the 1 hour, but it still has moves like Bitcoin. And this is the total market cap. We showed you the total market cap looks bullish. Shows you there's more coming. Be your own bank. Keep your crypto safe. If you don't have a hardware wallet, Lifer has a link for the Trezor Model T right away. And that reminds me, honestly, just to kind of have it out here. I'm still talking. But we should make this an extraction. Team, let's put out an extraction right now. Let's put out an extraction. We really should. Let's see. Yeah, could I put the main monitor behind me? We could do that, right? Why is that doing that, though? Hold on. Okay. I'm just confused why that is like that. Okay, we'll delete that. Hold on 1 second. Something that I want to do here. No, I don't want to delete me yet. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. We are seeing banks collapsing. We are seeing SVB, Signature Bank, going down. We're also seeing Silvergate. So like really 3 banks in total going down. What is happening today? Bitcoin is pumping. And if you see behind me, they are halting bank stocks. Banks getting, banks stock trading halted everywhere. Bank runs, people getting a bit crazy and acting frantic. Well, these in my hand are hardware wallets. Here you can put Bitcoin inside of a hardware wallet and always hold your own money. Everyone could be their own bank. We wouldn't have to worry about a bank run. There would be no panic. There would be no bank runs if everybody had their own cryptocurrency because no one could take your money from you. Right now, a bank, you don't really have it. It's fractional reserved. They say you have it. You work for it, and then they lend it out. They play with your money. You're actually lending them your money and letting them play with it. You read the fine print for a bank. It's really not what you think. You think they're saving it and keeping it safe for you. It's kind of not what's happening. This is saving your money and keeping it safe for you. So the banking system has been kind of, you know, you've been lied to, in my humble opinion. This is the true bank. This is how you hold money. This is the reason banks are tumbling today and Bitcoin is pumping to the upside massively. This is the reason. So get yourself a Trezor hardware wallet today. Link in the description below. Link underneath all my videos. There may be a link somewhere at the bottom of this video in the comments or the captions. But everybody, I'm telling you right now, become your own bank. Start taking responsibility for your life. Stop waiting for somebody else to hold your funds for you and tell you everything's going to be fine. It's not what's going to be happening. This is the way. This is it. The hardware wallets for Bitcoin, Trezor, link in the description below. I'm telling you right now, this is the answer. I keep more than a lot of my net worth on Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now, you got to do what you got to do to protect yourself every single day out here. Become your own bank. Become your own boss. Stop letting other people take control of your wealth. Thank you. If more people did that, we wouldn't be in the issue. We wouldn't have the issue that we have right now. We just wouldn't. You know what I mean? We would be going through other stuff right now. So it's a shame. It is what it is. Let's get back into BTC. Massive pump for Bitcoin. Let's look at the 1 minute idea here. This thing is now up huge. I gave you the trade before I even started with the stop loss and everything. I was nice enough to do that. I didn't have to. Okay, I could have been by myself, just trading alone, making money, having a good day. But I decided to enter into the world of YouTube. I decided to come into the realms. We're now up 2.36%. I put this out with a stop loss. Stop loss can be brought to break even. Risk-free trade at this point, in my humble opinion. Shout out to anyone that took the trade. God bless each and every one of you. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I show up almost every single day if you're new to the channel, and I do this every day as best I can. I give an idea for where Bitcoin is going to go based on the probabilities of what I've been doing for the last 15 years. So jump on in today, get the education, understand what we're doing, and just have a blast, all right? And remember, gratitude every single day. If you believe that your life is full of gratitude, then there's going to be more to be grateful for every single day of your life. We're headed to my target now. My target is sitting at 24,167, about to pierce 24K. And I'm telling you right now, the 1 hour has legs. And now here, it's time. Once we pump up here, they're going to make another flag. See, I knew that was going to be a flag. How did I know that? How did I know to wait for price action to touch the 21 and that's when we're going to pump? Because I've been studying this for years. I have a foolproof system that works. I will teach it to you. It'll blow your mind, and you'll know what's going down. The God Candle. Nice call, Lifer. Just made 500 quick in 10 minutes. Snipe on Bitcoin. God bless you. Why don't you throw a super chat on? Super chat. Why don't you pay it forward? Ethereum, VChain, and AGIX. Super chats, ETH, VChain, and AGIX. Bang, bang, bang. And I just positioned this for you. I just did this. And again, I didn't do anything for you, but I educated you. I showed you how education works, how you can use education to make money using technical analysis. All right. Remember that the 1 hour is just getting started. I mean, this is a huge pump for the 1 hour time frame. Massive move. Measured move takes us to $24,572. Let's get it. And I can't wait to look at BOOKMAP right now. Massive short liquidations on a Monday morning. And it's not false move Monday. This is bank move Monday. This is real move Monday. The world is in fear. Bitcoin is the answer. You're seeing a lot of things going down. All right. Did you just say weight is pumping? I'm pissed right now. Let's take a look at weight. Hold up. I thought weight. Hold up. Oh, yeah. Only on Uniswap. Only place we could get it, right? Yeah. We went over this coin a bunch of times, up 12%. All right, 36. It is pumping. I was like, it's got to pull back at one point, I feel. How do you find out? How do you trade stuff like this? You go here, copy it. You go to DEX Screener, DEX, and mine comes right out because I've been doing it for a long time. But DEX Screener really was the place to be. It really became the awesome spot. We didn't have something this good. And I look at the, the wrapped ETH. You can get it for ETH right now. So remember, I last put it out, and I was waiting for the daily to reset. Looks like it reset on a smaller time frame and really just continued to kind of do damage. So look at this. It's in an ascending triangle there. Hard to see. I'll delete this stuff for you. I'm waiting for that daily to reset. It's really high on the stochastics, you know. But look, that's an ascending triangle now. That thing could continue to the upside. Wow, we're feeling some bullishness in crypto. And look at that, 24,000. I made the call on the live stream here, and we did it again, 1 minute time frame. It's about to hit my target. It hit my target. It hit my target. Congratulations. Stick it to them. Shout out to everybody here on the live, and we're going to continue to the upside here. Massive short squeeze for BOOKMAP. Massive short squeeze for Bitcoin. Heading to the upside. We have a bigger target on the bigger time frame as well. I'm excited. The bigger target is 24,600. We're about to hit that target. It looks like it's very, very possible. We're on our way. The 1 hour getting absolutely banging it. The Bombo, Sam the Price, paying it forward. Brother, much love. You're the man, dude. God love you, Bombo. Shout out to the $20 super chat from my man, Bombo. Appreciate you, brother, for being here on the live with the lifer. And this took years and years in the making to get a channel to be this accurate, to be able to hit it like this, to be able to see it before it happened so many times. It took years to get here. Years to get here, man. What an amazing move. Back above 24,000. We were just at 19K. What an amazing scoop up for Bitcoin on the lows. Unbelievable. 24,176 Bitcoin. Man. Wow. This is awesome, but I'm missing it because my trading account is all USDC long right now from below 95 cents. Why, though? Like, why? What's the point in that? Like, I don't understand that. I love you, Chemistry, bro. Well, like, you're trying to, like, beat the wheel. You know what I mean? You're trying to reinvent the wheel. That's a degen play. So, look, now you're looking 1 minute to make another flag here. It got extended. Whenever the Stokes get extended like this, you know you're going to make a flag. Now you have to touch the 21-day moving average before you can continue to the upside. And eventually you'll keep going until you make an insane bearish divvy that just doesn't make sense. Here, you don't really have the bearish divvy yet. We're going to get one more pump. This is what's likely to happen. The RSI is going to do something like this. Price action do something like that. And then you're going to get swing up to swing up while that swings down. I'm projecting the bearish divergence before it even happened. Wow, we hit 24,000, and I just called it. I just made the call. Like, unbelievable. This is insanity. Insanity. There's the trade right there. Bring the stop loss to break even. 5% gains on the live stream. Total of 4.81% gains in about 10 minutes. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to the 1,033 people on the live. 514 likes. May I have the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly, 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 greatly appreciate it. It would be like the best thing you ever did for me. My birthday's coming up. It would be good karmatic points. It would be a blessing. So we're going to watch this flag. We're going to wait for the 21 to touch price action. And there, by golly gee, oh my, we may get another big move because I don't see a bearish divvy yet forming that's too strong. I'm projecting the bearish divergence before it happens. I want to see that occur before we get there. Okay? There's the trade. Stop loss is now brought to break even. Simple and easy to do, all right? So all you got to do is just show up every single day. Get the education with me. I'm going to put out a live trade, or I'm going to show you something that's about to happen before it happens. I've done it many, many times. Take a deep breath. You'll be okay. I set my target like 16 times in a row, man. You know what I mean? It's right here. 24,639 is the target, all right? Now, I got a bigger target now, too, though. If this 1 hour breaks out, this 1 minute continues, it's going to take us to 25,152. It's going to take us to the next resistance. We're on our way to break through that resistance. What if we just continue to boom? If the Fed did not want to bail SVB, we would be crashing. This is agreed. I have pie on my B-Day. Thank you, Sam Woohoo. Just took profit. Shout out to Marsky Gaming. God bless you. Broke past 618 in the 786. At this case, Bitcoin will be 39K by midnight. Sam has called no shorts, only probabilities. Yeah. If you're unsure, please be able to come back and get yourself an education every day of the week. Let's go. Last night I called a tiny short based on where we were going, and we flumped and went sideways. Can you deep dive on HACKEN? H-A-I. HACKEN. Thank you so much for the super chat from C. Duff in the house. God bless you, C. Duff. Thank you for being here. Let's take a look at HACKEN token. It's got a $200 million market cap. It's got a $970 million supply. Max supply is $1 billion. Not too bad. It's got a Binance Smart Chain, a VeChain address, and an Ethereum address. That's a pretty big deal. Thanks for the BTC call. Bless you, Sam. Shout out to CKLX for the $10 super chat. God bless you, brother. God bless you. I want to see that bullish MACD crossover on the daily. Okay? Played the daily, played the Bitcoin 3 out on the call out. Made 25%. Thank you, Sam. God bless Low Mips. Brother, please give me some dollars. Please, bro, please. Someone cut that dude off immediately. He sounds like a beggar. All right? I love you, man. I will help you. I'm not trying to say I'll help anyone, but when I begged it, get this guy out of here. Where are my mods, man? Thank you. Appreciate that. Doge prediction today. Possible. It could happen. Send in a super chat. Meet me halfway. So look, $20 million market cap. I still got some super chats to do. What is HACKEN token? HACKEN is a work-to-earn product utility and governance token that is managed by decentralized autonomous organization HDAO. Established in 2017, the HACKEN community, which consists of 1,000 people, is now evolving into a self-governed association that contributes to building verifiable trust in Web3. As part of HACKEN's transformation, the community supports initiatives by providing the community with the necessary resources and tools to implement them. The HIO ecosystem comprises of a range of products that share common objectives and are linked through one token. At its core, the Trust Army allows everyone to gain skills, a profession, and a stable income by researching blockchain data and contributing to building a transparent Web3. Another essential high utility is ETD, which emerges the business success of a $9 million revenue company with its token. Purchasing ETD, B2B clients receive the smart contract auditors team's work time, simultaneously boosting liquidity growth. So this flag is starting to kind of come to fruition here. You just got to have the know-how and the education, the measured move, and to see it through. That's all. It's not rocket science. You just got to take a deep breath, and you can't let your emotions get in the way. Your emotions will stop you from opening the trade. Your emotions will tell you that everything's going to go wrong and that it's never going to work out, and you're going to end up missing out on beautiful opportunities. Don't let your emotions do that. Cass about to break out and go to price disco again. Wow, my GLQ really exploded. Long-term play, but shocked. Shout out to Crypto Cash, man. God bless you, brother. Crypto is pumping. Sup from Montreal. I saw this morning that some companies are putting money into crypto and Bitcoin. Got the retrace to 2830x. Stop loss in the money now. Go. Any other coin to invest in now. You got to do whatever makes you happy, Dizzy. I can't tell you what to do, Dizzy. Shout out to the $87, $104 in chat revenue. 1,092 people on the live. This is a live stream. This is where the money's at. Join my trading group today. I'm telling you right now, for $3 a day, I'm going to give you so much information. I gave you an update this morning to break down what was happening in Bitcoin. I gave you updates before this live stream. Between 5 and 7 a.m., you're going to get an update. I'm going to continue to update you no matter what happens. All right? And I wasn't short. I didn't say short the market. I wasn't bearish. I saw a long opportunity. The daily still had legs. The 4-hour was overbought, but the 1 hour still said we could get the move, and we got the move. You got to stay open-minded and let the smaller time frames play out in the way they're supposed to play out. That is the method to my madness. That's how we do it. All right? So back to Rally. Rally looks good on the 1 hour time frame with the pump. All right? Once it gets back above the 200 SMA, look, when price actions get back above their 200 SMAs, they skyrocket. So just understand this concept that once we get back above that area, it could be a massive move to the upside. After your Lifer Vision trading course, Lifer in the 99 group love to help and will answer questions 24/7. Lifers love to help each other while we practice and gain. Much love, Lifer. Your cooking is out of this world. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Majin Crypto. I'm literally cutting down trees while I'm listening. Lifers forever, man. Shout out to Aaron T. I wish I was out there with you, man. I love being outside. Coinbase keeps crashing. Too many people buying. Coinbase is the worst, man. Where's the 21 MA where you think it will retrace and bounce off of? I am down 6K and short and about to be liquidated. Should I just cut my losses? I can't tell you what to do. Why you shorted the market, I have no clue. Join a trading group. Get the education. Stop making insane decisions and stop using tons of money. It sounds like you didn't know what you were doing and now you're down $6,000. Why were you using that much money? Why would you not use small amounts of money if you just started something? If you're not an expert at something, why would you go full tilt in it? You know what I mean? So, shout out to Gucci Khan, man. Have me too, bro. Chainsaw in hand, making games, fixing my account with the life revision. Shout out to Alex Smart. I can't give you a super chat because I live on the other side of the world, but thank you for trading for 125x, man. Hey, if you can't give me a super chat, just use my links. Use my KuCoin link, use my Max Global link, and trade those links. I'll get a nice commission from your awesome move. Can a pattern be a head and shoulder pattern if the third peak is 5%, then the middle peak? Yes, Paul. I've seen all sorts of stuff, man. They could be really close. Really, really close. All right. Support the chat and donate. He is the best. Shout out to Gucci Khan, man. Love you, brother. So rally, back to rally. Once it gets a candle closing above this area, good times. Once the 4-hour gets back above its 200 SMA, which it is, pretty good times. Ooh. That's not cool. All right, so overbought on the 4-hour time frame, which has been for a while now. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that kind of has me like, and you're out of resistance, right? Smaller time frame says, hey, you're just getting started in the 1 hour and it will follow Bitcoin. So you kind of follow the flag that you're in. But lackluster, you don't have a lot of awesome volume here. This could continue. So I'd look for this to pump, get up in somewhere in here. I'd wait for the 4-hour to reset. Once the 4-hour resets, I'd be looking to jump into rally. So what I like to do is just put an alert here on the 4-hour, on the middle, on the down area, and then put a vertical line here too as well, somewhere about here. All right. And when rally passes that vertical line, we're going to know. There could be more gas. You're going to follow it. You could go to the smaller time frame, just like you're watching Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin pumps, you're going to get a pump. But look at the lack of liquidity. When you can't see how the candles aren't solid on the 1 minute, it just shows that the order book is not solid. So just be careful. This would be a lot harder to scalp at a smaller time frame. So I wouldn't do it. I'd be waiting on the 4-hour. So that's my idea for rally. You do whatever makes you happy, though. Take a look at XRP. Not a false move. It's moving to the upside. Just look at it. And look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin now is in the flag. It's touching the 21. It's ready to go again, in my humble opinion. So we could do what we just did again, all over again here. Set up here. So we'll get rid of this. We hit the trade already. I mean, Sean, if you could go back in time and take those screenshots and show that I hit that trade, you would be the man. You'd have to go and take the screenshots because I've now deleted it. But if you could find when I first looked at it and when we actually hit the move, you'd be a blessing, Sean, if you're hearing me. And definitely extract that why Bitcoin is the new bank. Super chats, Ethereum and VeChain, AGIX short term and ICP. Shout out to Lakochi Coker for jumping on in. Shout out to everybody here on the Blue Crew. God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in and being a part of the live stream. Oversold on the stochastics RSI, right? Lack of bearish momentum, falling volume with falling price right there suggests you will get the reversal. Bitcoin to 25,128. Looks like it's about to happen in our face right now. People understand what's happening. They're running into Bitcoin. They get what's going on. People are reading my tweets. They're understanding what's going on. All right, look at this. This is autism capital, which is weird, right? But HSBC holding plans to acquire Silicon Valley Bank. Look at this. HSBC, who, if you Google, watch this. This will blow your mind. Type in HSBC caught laundering money and fines, right? HSBC paid record $1.9 to settle U.S. money laundering, 2012. HSBC dirty money white collars, 2020. HSBC fined $85 million for anti-money laundering, 2021. HSBC fined 64 pounds for UK money laundering, 2021. HSBC re-examines their $881 million money laundering scandal. This bank has been laundering money for the last 20 years. And if you do one bit of money laundering, you will go to jail, but they can do whatever they want and pay a bunch of debts. I don't understand what's happening. They can then be the bank to come and buy HSBC, the other bank. Look at their balance sheet right here, down to the dumps. So weird, right? But yet they're allowed to buy SVB. The HSBC Group CEO, Noel Quinn, said the acquisition makes excellent strategic sense for our business in the UK. It strengthens our commercial banking franchise and enhances our ability to serve innovative and fast-growing firms, including the technology and life science sectors in the UK and internationally. We welcome SVB UK customers to HSBC and look forward to helping them grow in the UK and around the world. So your account's just going to go right into that account and you're not going to worry? They're just going to kind of band-aid you right into HSBC. The biggest the biggest laundering bank in the, and again, you could say, oh, I'm not making this up. You can Google it, right? Google's right here. Faces FAA probe, anti-money laundering 2017. Escaped U.S. money laundering charges 2016. There wasn't a year they didn't pay fines. Like, there wasn't a year that they didn't pay a fine. Like, this is insane. If you don't think this is insane, like, what do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this? How many people didn't know this? How many people in the chat had no idea that HSBC has paid this many fines for laundering money? $192 million penalty. Tax evasion 2019. Hopes to leave era of scandals behind. Financial Times. Like, what? Like, how do you get to scam for 20 years straight? How do you get to scam for 20 years straight and still be a reputable financial institution? I have no clue, man. Like, this is insane. I barely manage to do my own laundry once per year. Super chat, Ethereum, VeChain, AGIX, ICP, HS, and SHIB. What do you see on ROSN? No way. Absolute bonkers. The cartel money must be worth more than the fines. Oh, of course they are. So they're like, I'll just pay off these government fines. Easy. This flag looks highly likely for a move. Now, yeah, we still don't have the bearish div yet. Because this should have been a higher high, but it's not. We still don't have the bearish div yet. We're still kind of this is still looking pretty nice. There it is. There's the next scalp possibly coming to 25,000 on our way to 25K. Should I join the long? You can't ask someone what to do with your money. You got to do what you want to do with your money. That's the problem. I don't ask someone what to do with my money, and I want you to become a crypto lifer. A crypto lifer does not ask someone what to do with their funds. A crypto lifer does not ask someone when to get out of a short. A crypto lifer does not ask somebody basically to take their hand and move their hand for them. You got to take control of your life. The reason why we're having all these issues is because people don't want to take control of their lives. Take control of your life. I took control of my life. I don't have a boss anymore. I will never work for someone again for the rest of my life. I am 39 years old. Before I was 40, I got out of the rat race. I will never work for someone again for the rest of my life. Bang, baby, bang. All right? I just joined the long on Matic and XRP. Buy the fear and sell the greed, baby. I be taking profits now, honestly. After being in here on the lows, like these are the profit. These are when I'm scaling out. 24,000 for Bitcoin. We pumped beautifully. What a massive move for Bitcoin. Don't go chasing green candles. I'd rather my bank did money laundering than spending billions trying to change the weather. Doing what they're supposed to do. I love how we had a crazy banking scare and the Bitcoin pumped 20% in 24 hours. Should get some attention. Sends a great message. It sends a huge message. Are you kidding me? It sends a huge message. The message is gigantic. The response at HSBC here says something about the risk tolerance of investors this morning and skepticism. Shout out to Lisa Abramovich. I want to have her on the channel, actually. I would love to have her on the channel, Lisa Abramovich. I want to start messing with the financial legacy system. I want to start meshing with it. You know what I mean? Bill Clinton trending. Why is he trending? Always something going on here. Funny. Wow, that's crazy right there, right? Anyway, I can't even get into that stuff. SVB fallen. Look, 333 tweets for Bitcoin. Of course, right? Watch my show all about Bitcoin right now. Watch my show all about Bitcoin right now. And that's what we should tweet, right? All about Bitcoin. And we're going to get into all the altcoins, hit the super chats. We got the news. We got so much to go over, everybody. I mean, this was the news. This entire show was the news. We are at the forefront of what's happening here. We are nailing it. Shout out to everybody that kicking it with me. And this is the beginning of, I see a big pump coming here to 25K right now as we speak. We're above the high volume node. We're about to get to the value area highs. This makes 100% sense that this is going to happen. We're touching the 21-day moving average. I don't see a strong bearish divergence yet. I'm waiting for this to pump up and then create the bearish dip. You can see the next pump up looks like it will create the bearish divergence. That should be our high. All right. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum. And then we got to jump into the news at 11:30 coming up in a second here. I like to look at Ethereum, USDT here. Ethereum getting a massive pump to the upside as well. All right. Last time I looked at Ethereum was here. We took the nasty dump down, recovered back up. Let's take a look. It's going to follow Bitcoin. I honestly don't really go over Ethereum because it follows Bitcoin exactly. It twins Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like we go to the 1 minute right now and you're going to trade the same 1 minute flag on Ethereum. It's no different. There's really no reason to go over Ethereum, like unless you just want the levels. To me, there's just no point. It follows Bitcoin exactly. Like, look, I'll put Bitcoin on the right side here. I'll put Ethereum on the left side. We'll put them both on the 1 minute chart. And you can see, so like every once in a while, fine. There's I can't say exact, right? Because that's not 100% true. But look, I mean, you're going to watch this flag on Bitcoin. You're going to watch that flag on Ethereum. They're both going to pump on the 1 minute together, likely. Bitcoin starts to make a drop. Ethereum's going to make a drop. They both kind of went up to get, look, they're exact. The dip there, the pump up here. Yeah. I'm going to go over ETH for you, but I just want to let you know, like, Ethereum is Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. All right, let's take a look at Ethereum. It's been a while. Let's take a look at the daily for ETH. First coin I ever got into, I got into Ethereum at $79. I knew about it when it was 9 beans. Kicked myself for not getting in earlier and watched the 10x. I was late to the party. By the time Ethereum was $89, I had already missed the 10x and was kicking myself. So everybody has had the I am late moment in cryptocurrency. It just depends on how late were you. You know what I mean? Shout out to the 1,178 people on the live. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. 633 likes. Let's get it pumping and running. And don't be bashful. Keep coming back every day. Once you make enough to join the trading group, join the trading group. That's how this works here. We give you the value first. We don't ask you for money. We give you value first. We show you the trades. We show you that we're competent. We show you the probabilities playing out over and over again. Then you can decide whether you want to jump into the trading group and get more knowledge, become a part of our team, and really become one of the lifers. Help us scan. Help us look. Each and every one of you becomes part of my mission, part of my goal, part of my vision. I can't wait to see you jump on it today and become part of this movement that's happening at such a fast rate, and we're doing amazing. So look, shoulder, bit of a head, and kind of a like complex right shoulder there. 21-day moving average pump on the daily. Same idea here for Ethereum. So look, Ethereum inside of this tight symmetrical triangle. And does it break up or down? There's the question here. And I'm just being open-minded. I know I'm bullish, but I'm being open-minded. Does Ethereum go back to $200? I don't think so. Highly unlikely. So that kind of negates this. Does it double bottom? Possibly back down to 800? You never know. It could happen. So I'll be open-minded for that. If this trend line ever breaks and we do a bearish retest or we lose this point of control, I would be shorting Ethereum down to $800. Am I going to be doing that? No, I'm going to do that if we get confirmation of that. Right now, Ethereum's at an overbought region. It's getting a little high on the daily, right? And it's at a resistance. It has to get back above this resistance. Same thing Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin has to rip back above 25,200 for Ethereum to rip back above 17K. These are the levels. This is what we're looking for. This is what we want, all right? This is what we want. Too late to join the long. You're funny, man. Honestly, there we go. And now we're up again on the second long of the day here on the channel. 1.3% gains again already made in the last 3 minutes. If you did that with 10x leverage, that's about over 11%, right? That's an 11% gain right off the bat. 13% gain right off the bat. I mean, boom. Wow, now we're coming back down, though. So it was a lackluster pump here. Now we have the bearish divergence. See it? Swing up this. Now we have the bearish divvy. See it? There's the bearish divergence now. This swings up, but this swings down. Now we have the bearish divergence at resistance. This may end the rally here. This bearish divergence may be the reason we can't continue. All right, I was waiting for it. There it is. We have to heat it. Now we look at our bigger time frames, like the 15-minute, extremely overbought. I may kind of get out of this 1 minute. All right, I watch the 1 minute till I find the divergence. It's likely that we kind of have a bit of a stalling out here now. All right, that just is what it is. That's bearish div. We didn't have it yet. You're in a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. And you bring back down to the beginning here somewhere to the volume node at 23,400. We could end up falling down. It is False Move Monday. Can I get a rundown of what the heck happened to the market today? Shout out to Mason Goodwin. God bless you, Mason. Thank you for jumping on in. Are you crypto, Mason? I made 52% on my long. Caught it an hour ago. Bitcoin at 26,000. Do you teach how to leverage trade in your class? I don't really teach how to leverage trade, but there's leverage traders in my trading group. If you want to learn how to leverage trade, you can take a one-on-one with me and I will teach you how to leverage trade. I don't do it all the time. I did it for years. I don't do it as much anymore because I don't need to. I just don't need to, right? Salam Sam, what do you think about Cartesi? You know, Cartesi is a good coin. I don't know. I don't have huge opinions about it, though. I really don't. And we're going to do the Super Chats and the news, everybody. We're going to get the Super Chats. Let me do 3 Super Chats and then the news. Then I'll complete the other 3 Super Chats. I do want to keep you in play with what's happening to Bitcoin. I see a bearish divergence now. Likely that we start to fall down a little bit. The rising wedge is breaking down too as well. We can start to kind of get rid of these tiny little things that we did here on the 1 minute. Wow. We just had a blast, though. Shout out to anyone that helped, that did what we did again. We've been calling Bitcoin all weekend long, which is insane. Can we look at VeChain? We will. Shout out to the 1777. Shout out to Sat Stacker for the 777s on the Super Chats. God bless. $179 in chat revenue. Wow, someone must have blessed me. I didn't see it. People are amazing. Look at this. What a big day to be alive, man. If someone want to do one-on-one with you, how do you contact you? It's so simple. I have links below every video. Dude, everything is automated. I've been doing this for a while. I make it really easy for you to do business with me. I don't want to make it hard. There's no reason to make it hard. Look at this. We're battling 1.1. Dude, this is insane. Hold up right here. Tucker Carlson, man. 1.1. So look at this. What I want to show you this is below every single video. Right here. Tutoring, one-on-one. Click on it. All right? I got to get to these Super Chats. I got to get to the news. So much going on right now. So here, Crypto Tutoring Consulting, one-on-one is $300 for the hour. But you'll ask anything you want, and I'll help you with every single thing you've ever needed, right? Beginner's course is $100. The MetaMask course, you can buy it for $125. We just give it to you now. We don't even teach the course anymore, but we'll give you a copy of it. It'll teach you everything you know about how to send crypto back and forth. What are the best swaps? I'm telling you right now, this will teach you how to make, how to stake, how to make farm tokens, how to farm, how to pool, what the differences is, how to make a LP token by adding liquidity to an actual DeFi exchange. This will blow your mind. This class will blow your mind. Anyway, so this is where you do it. You just click the link and then pick a day. My calendar will come out, and then you pick a day that suits you. My wife is putting some times that fit in, right? We try to do 2 to 3 a week, if possible, depending. Now we're in a bullish rectangle. The bearish divergence is starting to kind of pan out. You could say, hey, we're back above resistance. Do we hold that resistance now? Okay. I'm giving you my mind live. I'm showing you what my mind does live, like how I think it through, what I'm looking at. You're seeing me make these decisions right in front of your face. Now we're oversold again. This thing could continue. I'll consider joining that class for that one-on-one respectively. I don't recommend buying now. This is where the short-term traders are selling. The 90-minute has been the fastest, right? All right, let's take a look at the Super Chats. Thank you for those Super Chats. Let's take a look at VeChain. One of my favorite coins, by the way, long-term. Been loving VeChain since 2 cents. Back at 2 cents again. Funny. Those yellow flashes are weird. I don't know what they were, how I was getting them. All right. So I put out a call for VeChain here. We did hit it for 35% gains. You can see I put this out. It did dip. It did not hit the stop loss. Got very close. We didn't get stopped out. So the last VeChain trade I put out did hit for gains. As you can clearly see. I haven't looked at it since. Right? I've been a busy man. VeChain hasn't been priority. So look, the first thing I do is I'm going to look at the daily time frame, even look at the weekly. Zoom out on the weekly. It's an older coin. Now we'd have to get the anomaly on the weekly when the weekly comes on down, but we go sideways like here. See when the weekly was high? We were super overbought on the weekly, but what happened? We didn't dump. We just continued. So we're looking for something like that on VeChain, or at least like a rounded top. One thing that everything has is this weekly bullish divergence. Every coin has it. Bitcoin has it. The total market cap has it. That tells me that that's our bottom. When you have a divergence that big on the weekly, that's going to be your bottom. 95% that's my bottom. Even for Bitcoin. I'm 95% that the bottom is in for Bitcoin. There's no way we go lower than that level because bullish divergence is so rare, you just do not see it on the weekly time frame. So right off the bat, that tells me that no matter what happens to VeChain, I believe we're somewhat near accumulation zones for the long term. You know, even if it dumps back down one more time here, does sideways behavior, it's starting to make the bowl. And then it's going to make a move out of the bowl. And then the halving comes in March of 2024. I'm telling you right now, we have a year for the halving. We've been through so much as a team together, everybody, since the halving of 2020. And now we're heading up to our next halving. Big things are happening, everybody. Big things are going down. So VeChain, it's in a falling wedge on the weekly. So let's go back into the daily now. Daily suggests that that's a cup and handle. That's going to blast to the upside. Take a look here. Boom, boom, So let's take a look here at this. You got a falling wedge, right? Falling wedges break to the upside 68% of the time. Can you get back above the point of control is the question. That's what we're looking for. All right. Measured move would take you to 30.03855. All right. Can't get it back above this point of control. You're going to blast. V-Chain looks amazing on the daily. About to get had a golden cross there. And it's when price action closes the candle above the 200 SMA, we've seen massive moves come out of that. Massive moves come out of that. All right. Massive moves come out of that. And one thing I do want to do is I want to start ending the stream somewhere about 11:45, man. You know what I mean? And sending you guys over to the BitBoys channel because I just love BitBoy and I love everything he's done for me. You know what I mean? And I started my channel at 10. They started their live stream way after mine, and I always went from 10 to 12. You know what I mean? But I do want you to always watch BitBoy's channel and check them out. I never want to, so I'm trying to cram everything in by 11:45. I just never get a chance to do it. It never happens. And then we have so much more to go over. And I have super chats that I have to do that people are asking for. So I see V-Chain making a huge move on the daily to the upside here. Bitcoin gets a move too. V-Chain will make a move back up to 3.9 from 2.2. And it gets above that point of control. She's gone, baby, gone. So I would watch V-Chain very, very closely for a massive move to the upside here on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame. All right. V-Chain USDT. Keep the energy going. Keep the energy flowing. Keep it rocking every single day of the week, baby. This is how I do it. Love you all. Bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. Cup and handle on the oversold daily time frame. Cup and handle on the oversold daily time frame, baby. Check it out. V-Chain. V-Chain. Can we look at V-Chain? Yes, we did that. Let's take a look at AGIX short term. One thing about V-Chain, look, the 4 hours overbought. That's the one thing I'm waiting on to cool off. We can get a continuation pump here on the 1 hour, but eventually some type of, we pump up here to the 200 SMA, then we flag out. I'm waiting for the flag on the 4 hour time frame oversold region. Touching 21, that's going to be my beautiful entry for V-Chain. Maybe it's back above the point of control. We don't know, but I want this 4 hour to kind of come down and reset in some way, shape, or form before I get into V-Chain. All right, or if I was thinking of getting into it. Let's take a look at AGIX short term on KuCoin. KuCoin. So we talked about it being in this flag. Had an idea that it could break back to the upside based on it hitting a Fibonacci 618 level. It did get the bounce. Same story with almost every coin here. Your 1 hour has gas and wants to continue to the upside, just like Bitcoin. Looks like we're going to be pinning that 4 hour. We just got back above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame too. A lot of times that makes a move. Our next resistance would take us to that point of control, 45 cents. That's psychological area too as well. Nice 7-cent move. Then I'd be looking for the 4 hour to kind of do the same thing. 4 hours overbought. At one point, the 4 hour is going to have to, it's going to have to come to terms. It's going to have the chickens will have to roast. We're going to have some type of flag. Could we continue to pump out of nowhere and get in a massive short squeeze? Hey, anything could happen. But it's likely at one point this 4 hour will have to make some type of sideways consolidative action, reset on the stochastics, and then we can get the gasoline. Daily just getting started for this thing though. So remember, 4 hour minutia. Once you get through that, keep in the back of your mind that that daily still wants to move. Obviously here, swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. That is hidden bullish divergence. Tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. It's a messy bullish divergence. Never really seen it with a double top like that. At the same time, it's a hidden bullish and the daily's pointing up. I believe we end up higher than this high. I am massively invested in AGIX. I have $3,000 position, and I mean, that's not massive, but it's big enough for me to begin. And I don't think I'm done yet. I think I'm going to be adding into this thing and continuing. And the dip even add a little bit, not enough as much as I would have liked though. I was transferring some funds. Here's the idea though. I like AGX on the daily, so suggests more is coming. Just either the 4 hour gets completely pinned up here and the 1 hour continues to do damage. So I wait for the 1 hour to continue. Measured move for the 1 hour is 44 cents, 45 cents region. We want to see if we can get that pump. All right. Let's take a look at CAS, KAS, USDT here. Casper on MEXC Global. All right. This is one of our favorite coins. We were trading it. It was making a beautiful bull pennant. Slipped down. The thing about Casper is we traded it up here, came down to reset, and then it went on a massive pump to the upside. A massive pump. We called this. Now we're looking for the retracement here. Does it come down to the 618? It touched the 0.5 and made a bit of a move here. So let's look again. The daily looks oversold like it's just getting started again, and it's in a bit of a cup and handle here. This project is massive. We found it on the lows. It's up huge from when we first looked at it. This has been in a bull run. We found it down here on MEXC, and it's up enormously. If you're in my trading group, this will be one of the biggest gainers that you ever pocketed. 964% gains. Looks like more is coming out of this thing. The daily's there. That's a cup and handle. It got back above the resistance, and it's hitting that as a SR flip. Did the same thing here, right? Hitting that resistance there. Hitting that resistance there. I see a massive move coming out of CAS to the upside. KAS, Casper, on my radar for an 80% move coming. Casper. And look at that daily pointing to the upside. Absolutely beautiful. You could look at the smaller time frames and find perfect entries. Me personally, aggressively entering the trade right now with the stop loss somewhere below here. Golden. So I like what I'm seeing here for CAS. Looks like it could continue another 81% gains up to 2 cents. And we've been on this thing ever since it started down at the bottom. And then we had the retracement here. We've been trading this thing ever since it really came out in October. And it's been so good to us. CAS. I don't believe there's not been one trade that I put out that lost on this coin, but I could be wrong. You could double check me on that. CAS looks amazing. And now we're back in the mode. You can see I was waiting for Bitcoin to kind of get back on the grind. Find some way, find some support, find some situation. That's CASPA ICP on MEXC. You got to open up a MEXC account today. I'm telling you, they got the littlest coins that'll blow your mind. MEXC is the place to be, baby. MEXC is the place to be. I like MEXC because zero taker fees. They have prize pools. They're always doing something cool. If you look at their market, too, their market's out of control. 157%, 129, 83%. Emon, Ethermon, Pendulum, Milo, Inu, and more things. Conflicts, which has been a hot coin, right? That's been a narrative, Chinese narrative coin, up 61%. Vision Game, which I actually talked about. Let's take a look at Vision. I remember talking about Vision on KuCoin. One of the coins that looks somewhat nice to me. Let's see what it did. Also, it dipped out of the channel. It's in a nice channel, see? Dipped out, came back up bearishly, retested that idea. But this coin's been on my radar. Vision. I'm going to take a look at ICP, and then we are going to dive into the news. I have a lot of news to give you, everybody. I have a lot of news to bring out for you. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. You get put in between a rock and a hard place sometimes, and you just got to do use. ICP, overbought on the 4-hour time frame. That's one thing I keep pointing out. At resistance. A lot of coins are at resistance, overbought on the 4-hour. But they got gas on the 1-hour. And you'd be like, well, what do I do? Well, you got to let the 1-hour play out then, right? And then you got a measured move here. So can the 1-hour continue its measured move? It looks like it's going to happen for the total market cap. So Bitcoin will drag every coin up to the upside today. This could pump up to 578 from 520. It has to get back above this double top that it's kind of portraying right now and continue to move. The 15 minutes probably overbought. It is. You'd flag out this 15-minute. What the 15-minute would do is it would make a savvy cup and handy on the 15 and then possibly blast to the upside here and continue. So you're waiting for the 21 to touch price action. And then for price action to continue to the upside when the stochastics reset. That is my special sauce. You do whatever makes you happy. That's my bang, bang, bang. And I believe that could happen. Then a retrace on the 4-hour. But we are breaking resistance. I'd like to see us just come back and retest 5 or even 537 when the 4-hour does do that reset in about 16 hours, something around there. I don't know exactly the time, but roughly around 12 to 16 hours a bit. I'm up 2,000% on Bitcoin, baby. Banging on them. Absolutely banging on them. My man. We'll get back to Ether in a minute. Highly unlikely this is a symmetrical triangle. Looks more likely we will eventually break to the upside. However, anything is possible as we get tighter in this channel, right? Daily has gas, right? And so the same thing. The 1-hour wants to move, but it's out of resistance. It did well. So all coins are all following ETH too. 1-hour hit the, is attempting to hit the measured move. It's out of resistance. Still has gas, but the 50 minutes overbought, and the 4-hour's overbought. So it kind of tells you that at least all coins right now may make a move to the downside, right? And reset and get tight. But it doesn't mean that ETH can't still get a big pump up. And that measured move for ETH is up here at 2,900 $29.50. And could we get there somewhere by June or July? It says it's very, very possible. Summer's going to come faster than we realize. The summer's going to come faster than we realize. ETH BTC is a pair that I'm always going to be looking at for you too as well. Just breaking it down, how ETH and Bitcoin are faring out. Right now, Bitcoin is beating up on Ethereum, as you can see. Bitcoin is beating up on the altcoins. And that's going to lead us to Bitcoin dominance. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance in a second too. And we're going to teach you about Bitcoin dominance as well. We have so much to go over today. I think I'm going to go over time. I don't think I'm going to be able to maintain. Insane. Just so much happening today in the charts. And my energy is at its apogee, actually and factually, increasing daily rapidly. I mean, what can I do? You know what I mean? Okay, so let's take a look here at the news. 9:48 p.m. here today. Let's take a look at the news. And then I'm still going to finish those super chats. We have ACH, SHIB, and ROSN. All right? I'm going to finish the super chats, so you're not going to get left out. I guarantee it. All right? Shout out to everybody here. Let me jump into the news. Shout out to everybody here. My name is Samuel James Price, the Crypto Lifer. Every single day, I give you 3 of the hottest news topics that will change the course of your day and show you what's happening in the financial world and in cryptocurrency. Today, I have an article by The Block talking about Aztec to sunset private ZK Rollup Connect and focus on the next generation layer 2 chain. Aztec Network is planning to discontinue and connect and focus on building its next generation privacy blockchain. Deposits into the Aztec Connect contract will be disabled. March 21st, users will still be able to withdraw their assets for up to a year. The Layer 2 privacy project Aztec Network will sunset its existing version of its ZK rollup network called Connect to focus on a third iteration of its core technology. They figured if they're going to go, they got to recreate. They can't use the old chain. So they're going to say, hey, we're stopping this, but we're not done. We're going to continue to work. They're going to leave you a year for withdrawals all the way to March 21st of 2024. It's funny being Aztec, and they use that, the spring equinox there of March 21st. But, just some information. They are going to be moving forward. But, if you have money in there, you have a year to withdraw. But that's exciting. And ZK Rollup in there. Remember, ZK Rollups will be a narrative moving forward. 2-year Treasury yields plunged most since Black Monday. Gold soars as rate hike odds collapse. The term has plunged and pulled forward. The terminal has plunged. So, this is insane. When you're looking at the ideas of wow. 2-year Treasury yields plunged most since Black Monday, dude. Gold soars its rate hikes. So gold will continue to soar. We now know that they cannot do anything against inflation. It's kind of sad. Jerome Powell, I don't think he'll ever get to 2%. And I said it yesterday. Now it looks almost guaranteed. Silicon Valley banks can fully access funds after FDIC creates a new bridge bank. Loans and other services will resume on normal schedule Monday, following a switch to a new bridge bank. The regulator said the fact that they could do that fast. Deposits of the Silicon Valley Bank will have full access to their money beginning Monday morning. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corp said after confirming a successful transfer of deposits to a new bridge bank. The new bridge bank called Silicon Valley, honestly, it was just digital digits. They didn't give anyone any money. Get it? You know what I mean? They did because there's more digits now in value, but you don't get what's happening, do you? I think you do. Some of you do, but oh, man. The average person needs an education in the behind the scenes of behind the scenes. The new bridge bank called Silicon Valley Bank NA will be operated by the FDIC. It'll have normal operating. So now it's a Fed bank. So now you're banking with the Fed. What's the difference between that and communism? I'm not saying that completely. I don't want to start it. But isn't that weird? FDIC will have normal operating hours and customers will automatically switch the regulatory statement and customers have been automatically switched. All deposit institution will be made whole. No losses associated with the resolution will be borne by the taxpayers. The transfers were approved by banking regulators on Sunday using provisions designed to protect the financial system from contagion. It's true. If too many banks went under, the entire system was going to go down. There we go again, though. They've created more money out of thin air. And you don't realize that, but they did. And when they do that, they create inflation. So that's another inflative move there by the Fed, even though they were going to raise interest rates. They're going to have to come out and make a crazy statement. They have an emergency meeting today. We know that's happening. Something's going to come out. We have CPI data coming out. What happens when that changes? This is going to change the landscape for the next few weeks. Another reason why Bitcoin's pumping, because everyone's saying, hey, Bitcoin's been let out the bag. Every time the Fed raised rates, it was hurting Bitcoin, right? Because now the Fed can't do it anymore. It's very unlikely that they're going to bail out a bank and then raise rates. It doesn't make sense. It would be counterintuitive to their behavior if you understand what's going on, all right? Let's keep it going with the super chats. We're going to look at ACH, Alchemy Pay. Alchemy Pay, I do hold this long term on Coinbase. I'll be looking at, I guess, the USDT pair here on KuCoin. It's where we like to trade it. We talked about it. Look, I had an idea here, the 706 Fibonacci, and it did pump to the upside. Alchemy Pay. Got to move here for 33% gains for ACH. ACH to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. And even one of my guys was putting it out on 3.9 looking at ACH. It took some time, though. It had to kind of follow through. But it was, it was getting close here to the bottom at that point. ACH up 33%. I think someone asked about a super chat yesterday, and that's why I have this here doing what it does. Do I see more gains happening? I mean, right now, the whole market has the 4-hour time frame shook, right? So you have to understand that. Whole market worried about the 4-hour time frame. You're overbought at resistance, like many coins. Overbought at resistance on the 4-hour time frame. And I bet the 1 hour still is gassed and is in a flag. See, this is the same story. You get it? You understand? They all follow Bitcoin at the end of the day. So let's see if the 1 hour could continue. And then look, the 50 minutes overbought, right? So we have to flag it out. See, the same situation. I mean, it's like the market follows the market. All right. That's why I'm in tune with the total market cap. And then it kind of spreads on through. Very important that you're looking at the total market cap. About to get a golden cross here on the 1 hour time frame. That's a good sign. And this is pointing up. I'm a stochastics guy. You can just play the probability. Low stochastic pointing up here. That was a move. 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 That was a tiny move. But like 80% of the time, you're going to get a higher price higher than you are when the stochastics are like this. And that's actually an aggressive curving. All right. However, I've seen everything. I've seen this come up, just kind of curve down, 4 hour tank us, and this just dump all the way back down. Nothing is guaranteed in trading. Just because I've been doing it a long time and that's the probability doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. All right. Right now, you actually have a bearish div. You have swing down to swing down. You got swing up here. You got a bearish divergence, right? And you're out of resistance and you're overbought on the big time frame, the 4 hour. So unless this 1 hour can make us pump up to 4 cents, so you could take an aggressive call on this right now or flag out the 15 minute, I personally would probably wait out the 4 hour, right? The bigger move already happened. Now it's kind of the people that are kind of getting in at the end. All right. That's ACH for me in a nutshell, but you do whatever makes you happy. Remember this. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. My channel, which I always like to talk about in the About section, you go to my channel and you look at the About section and you read about me, right? What my business does, we educate people on technical analysis and safe practices of crypto. The relationship is strictly student to teacher. What my business does not do, I will never consult you on your portfolio or tell you what to buy or sell. I will never manage your money for you as well for any reason. If anyone contacts you offering these services, they are impersonating me and it is a scam. I am not a financial or an investment advisor. Thank you for watching. I just want to make it really clear what I am not. It's very, very clear here. There's no gray area. It's very clear. Okay? Just want to make that really, really clear for anybody that's wondering. All right? Okay. Shiba Inu. I talked about this being an Adam and Eve double bottom, retesting kind of this area here. It's a cup and handle for SHIB. SHIB keeps trending. If this thing doesn't pump after all the trend, it trends every day, constantly on Twitter. Like I've never seen something trend more in my life. So SHIB, can you get a move for 84%? You get back above this point of control, you're gone, baby, gone. So waiting for SHIB to get back above this POC, and then I'm telling you right now, that's going to make bacon on the beach. So I'm watching this SHIB move, and it's at the bottom. It was in accumulation. SHIB looks very bullish. And honestly, I would leave the live stream if I could, but the super chats keep me here, right? Because I gotta do what someone asked me to do. Like I can't be rude. Let's take a look at ROSN. ROSN Finance here. I liked ROSN pumping off the bottom of the channel. It did get a little bit of a pump. Not amazing, though. But it got, what, a 20% gain? So I made a 20% call on that idea based on the hidden bullish divergence. The daily suggests this is just getting started. See if I can see anything new or different out of this. I mean, at the end of the day, these are the flags. Bitcoin kind of is in that flag too, in a way. And that's going to be a giant cup and handle for ROSN. This thing was the big winner. It came back down. Ecosystem was moving. People were using it. And that's why it started to kind of have some gains. Look what's happening here on the daily. This daily is ready to rock. That dump reset almost all these altcoins nicely. And Bitcoin kind of recovered pretty well. So daily looks good for a big gain of 174%. We just got to wait on the smaller time frames as well. And you could pull a Fibonacci on this idea from that to there. And you can see that we're bouncing right off a 618 fib level. All right. And we have resistance here. All right. All right. ROSN USDT. All right. And after days of kind of sitting on my, on my hands with alts, because I know I can see when the probability is the best, and I'm not going to force us to look at things when the probability isn't the best. It's just pointless. It's a waste of my time, your time, and it's not inducive to positive. Super chats, USTC, KSM, and VChain 3L on KuCoin. Neat outfit, bro. Shout out to Lionheart's Beats. Thank you. Super chats, USTC, K, Kusama, VChain 3L on KuCoin. I took my profit. I'm done for the day. Thank you, Lifer, and everyone. Shout out to the analyst. Come back tomorrow. Oh, no, it's the last one. He goes by order, bud. You must wait until he covers yours. Amen. Live around the blockchain Thursdays at 5 p.m. a BitBoy show that shares the latest crypto news and project reviews every single Thursday. Everyone see the link, that awesome banner that my team made? Every single Thursday, I'm on Around the Blockchain. Check it out. I'll be on this Thursday. Can't wait to do it. All right. And we're going to get back to Bitcoin before the end of the stream. Wow, people want USTC. It's been a while. Real degens today. Real degening today. Terra Classic on KuCoin. So let's take a look. I mean, we were playing this. I wanted to pump. It did get a bit of a pump there. Never hit the stop loss. Felt like it found its bottom. Like no one wants to sell it off at this point. So it's definitely had some type of bottoming out here. It's getting tighter. You could kind of cup and handle it. Like that is a falling wedge. Daily wants to move like the whole market wants to move. It has a cup and handle vibe there. And it's right above a point of control. No reason why I can't get the pump. However, it's tiny, right? It's highly speculative, and it's a degen play for sure, in my humble opinion. Chance it could get a pump. It's been a while since it pumped. I think there's better out there, but you never know. So daily says you're going to blast. 4 hours overbought, just like the whole market. So, you know, and then I bet the 1 hour wants to move. See? So you got to see what the 1 hour does. If you can't get above resistance, 4 hours taking you back down to the bottom of the channel. And then you're going to, that's where you're going to see. Same thing. The 4 hours overbought on almost the entire market, So I'm watching for bearish div on the 1 hour to confirm the 4 hour bearishness. You see? Ah, that's what he does. Uh-huh. The sauce, baby, the sauce. I've been doing this so long that the sauce will come off. The Bitcoin tie would resemble the shirt since the dots kind of resemble stars. It will, huh? mean, it's nice, but it's not as classy as the gray, though. It's not as classy as the gray, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's not as classy as the gray tie, though. The gray tie looked way better. I do like the blue, though, with the stars. I'll give you that. Gray tie was classy, though. The second I looked at it, I was like, you were hitting it with the gray. But also my first idea, you know. But I do like it. I do like it. I do like it. Put space in your background, Sammy, and you will disappear with that shirt. You'll be lost in space. You're funny. Oh, yeah. Stars in space. Trying to find. You're going to make me waste so much time. Like, all right, I can't. There I am in space and time. I love this shirt, though. The shirt's high quality. I like the way it's made. Anyway, KSM V-Chain on KuCoin. Did I miss a super chat? The Bitcoin call is in the gain section. Let me see that. I want to see that. On the live, look at that. Banged on him. Oh, yeah, we started projecting the flag before it was even filled. That's nuts. We projected the trade before the trade even occurred. Like, we started seeing how the trade was going to play out before it even happened. Nuts. Only the life revision, baby. Only the life revision. Nice job, Sean. Spot on, kid. Man, I mean, you know, spot on, my brother. Love you. So KSL, maybe look at that shoulder, head and a shoulder, even though it's weird. Kind of is a head and shoulder pattern, right? To the upside. You see that? Funny, I was looking at the... Kusama is a parachain of Polkadot, just so you know. Polkadot was gaining some steam before Bitcoin got all crazy. Polkadot coins started to kind of make a bit of a move. I'll look at the daily here for Kusama. I'm starting to wind down. My energy was at its apogee. Something, you know, when I go hard, my body just knows 12 o'clock. It's like my energy just like I'm like, it's so weird how around 12, my energy really just like, I'm able to keep the adrenaline. It's like I keep the adrenaline up, and then it's like, and I see myself just kind of, and then my wife's like, how come you don't have all this energy? I'm like, dude, that live stream, I said, I put in like everything I have on that live stream every day, you know, kind of a cup and handle. It's not the best. I'd like the cup to be more cuppy, kind of a double bottom there, but you gotta handle, you're pushing out on the daily time frame and you're double bottoming. I mean, right? Looks like you get a big move here. About to get a goal, got a golden cross, kind of getting flat. You get above the point of control, and you're going to push. Whole market is waiting on Bitcoin for that 4-hour reset in the massive move. 4 hours overbought, I bet right here. See? Same situation. 1 hour has gas a little bit, but now it's starting to get, you know, this one got above its resistance, so a lot of other coins didn't. A lot of other coins were right at the resistance. This one kind of pushed out, but there's another resistance waiting for it right there, so it wasn't, you know. So again, you're waiting on the 15-minute to make a flag. You're waiting on the 1 hour to make a flag. You're waiting on the 4 hour to make some type of flag. 4 hours likely to make a bigger flag, touch the 21 and continue. I'm waiting for this 4 hour stoke to reset on almost the entire market. I don't care what the coin is. All right. I bought 14K worth of Bitcoin this morning at 18.5. I've done the right thing. My first time ever. Hey, you do whatever makes you happy, brother. You'll find out if it's the right thing years from now. Shout out to Sadar Abdul Hadi. God bless you, man. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum to all my Muslim brothers out here. God bless all my Christian people. And, you know, even, you know, Zygazun to all my Jewish family and friends out there on the live. You rock, Sam. Shout out to Crypto Bellico. Ni hao mas to my Asian people. You know what I mean? App made crazy gains the past day. Wow. Thought it would, man, bouncing from that $10 area. I sold all my Bitcoin last bull run. I just trade it now because I do not believe in it long term anymore. Sad to say, I'm sorry about that. VChain 3L on KuCoin. Let's take a look at VChain 3L. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be high on the 4 hour. It's going to have a little bit of gas on the 1, and it's going to be overbought on the 15-minute. Like, what else do you need? And it's going to be at a resistance on the 4 hour time frame overbought. I mean, what else do you need? We put out this coin. This thing went up 130% the last time I put out VChain 3L on this cup and handle. Blasted to the upside for massive gains. All right. So here's the deal. Same scenario. Daily has room to go to the upside. Just getting started on the daily. Looks like way more is coming. Does the daily just pin the 4-hour? It could happen. I've seen it. It's a bit awkward, but it could happen. All right. Kind of the hidden bullish there is that swings up and that swings down. And then I'm not going to play it that way, though. So here's your falling wedge that is breaking to the upside. It did breach finally. It's got cup and handle kind of vibes. It's got a double bottom there. Daily says this thing is going to rip. 4-hour says that you're either going to pin it up here and go up and up, or you're going to have to reset first. 1 hour is also getting pushed out, but just got back above the 200 SMA. We know what happens after that. Big moves can happen after that. So you're just waiting for this to consolidate. You're waiting for it to flag out of some type. 15-minute. I guess at this point, I would have to negate the 4-hour and just trade the 1 hour until I see a too strong of a bearish div that would tell me that the 4-hour could take control. I've seen the 1 hour push up, and then I've seen the daily press the 4-hour, and the 4-hour never get a chance to come back down. That can happen. So remember, that can be something to look for. How we get around that, because that can be very confusing for beginners, is we just keep trading the 1 hour time frame regardless of what the 4-hour looks like. It's happened to me before. I've seen the daily get pinned, but I keep trading the 1 hour and the 4-hour until eventually they don't give it to me, and then I walk away. You know what I mean? It's just kind of how you have to do things. You never know exactly how much you can get out of a smaller time frame. It won't go back down. Yeah. Hey, someone know what time does Powell is coming today for a speech? He's not coming for a speech. It's a private meeting, though. Is there a speech today for Powell? Team, is there a speech today for Powell? Is he going to come out? I mean, you'd think he would. I heard they're having a behind-the-scene meeting. I didn't think he was going to come out and talk, though. Yeah, he's having a private meeting. He ain't talking to us, man. If you can't read what the chart is, it's right here in the middle of the screen, dude. V-chain. It's right in the watermark, man. Like, come on, man. It's also up here in the bottom left, V-chain. But it's right here in the watermark, dude. It's right there. That's why I put the watermark for you, so you don't have to ask. Pay attention, man. It's right in front of you, brother. Like you're asking for something that's right in front of you. I love you, but come on. Sam, love you. Thank you very much. I live in London. I give all... he will come today. I thought all given all... you never know. I'll let the 4-hour tester or let it pump in my face. Thank you, chat. Roof. Yeah. He's like, can you please... Like, I can't read the giant word there. Can you move the banner? I can't read the giant word there on the screen every time you go over a coin. ELON, USDT, like right there. Bitcoin correction coming soon. Biden, not Powell. I'm new here. What country are you from? I'm from the United States. Boston, Mass. I lived in New York City 20 years. Crypto tonight. Sam, you're the best. No, you're the best. God bless you. Focus. Spaz Mataz, my man. And let's go look at Bitcoin. We talked about Elon making a bit of a pump too. It's a coin on my radar that I went over. Elon did make the pump, make a little bit of a move. Don't worry, don't FOMO. The 4-hour is not in the best spot right now. I got to look at Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance, and then I'm out of here for the day. So we got to 24,000. All right. We pumped out this 7-minute flag to the upside clean. Look at that. 7-minute flag to the upside so clean for Binance. Got above. We hit the target and everything exactly as planned. Look at that. So crazy. How do you get the target? Length of the base of the triangle from wick to that wick of that impulse. That's your next impulse. Now we're retesting. Very interesting. 7-minute could really be the gasoline here. Small time frames are just getting extended. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP. Wow, they just keep liquidating the shorts and longs and just, wow, what a mess. This is amazing. And I'll take myself out of here so we can really take a look at BOOKMAP for all its intents and purposes. I've never seen this kind of shave here. I don't know what the heck that is. That's weird. The liquidity just got jammed. Look at the short liquidations. It was absolutely out of control. Absolutely out of control, the short liquidations. Insanity. And now, I mean, we have a bunch of orders to the downside here. Let me press play. BOOKMAP playing games right now on me. It's like not coming in right. There it goes. So 24,000 holding nice. Can we get a daily candle close? This suggests we go lower, back down to 23.7. The 4-hour does suggest that we kind of get a bit of a retracement. You know what I mean? More low down here. Smart time to take some profits, in my humble opinion, and let the dust settle. There's a chance that this 7-minute does continue to pump, though. I know it's confusing. Take profits, but the 7-minute continue to pump. You're confused, Liver. I don't know where price is going, man. Everyone thinks I can tell you what's going to happen. I can't do that. All I can tell you is the probability. I just happen to be really good at that. You would think I don't even like saying I'm good at it. It just happens to happen for me at the right times. Let it keep happening at the right times. God bless. This looked like the thickest buy wall I ever did see. It is one of the biggest buy walls I've ever seen in my life, too. It's never been that thick. 900, 400, 600. They 2,000, 3,000 Bitcoins at 23,700, 23,008. They desperately want to load up the price action there. It's insane. 7-minute looks like it's going to continue to go to the upside based on what I'm seeing. Falling volume with falling price, lack of momentum. This thing could do damage. And then look at our KuCoin chart that I also had going on the one. This was our last idea here, right? We go to the 1 minute. And we were watching this flag, and it continued to flag out. Look at this. Oof. It continued to flag out, showing signs of bullishness. So the smaller time frame, again, when Bitcoin dumps, what do? We're on the smaller time frame waiting for the dump, right? This would be awesome if we cleared that. If we were able to push through the 25,200 region today, it would be so amazing. You know what I mean? So absolutely amazing. So that's something that we're looking for here. 25,200 possibly, right? I paid $340 in fees. As a newcomer, where is the best reliable place to buy crypto low fees? MEXC Global, baby. MEXC Global has 0 fees. Like, it's the best. Like, you'll pay 0 fees. 0% maker fee, 0 and a taker fee. So if you set a limit order, you're going to be nailing it. You know what I mean? So if you set a limit order, you're going to be nailing it. So just one thing to think about. 0 fees on MEXC Global. You can buy cryptocurrency, almost every single crypto here. Bitcoin, Ethereum. They even have ETFs, which a lot of people don't have. They got a lot of stuff. Leverage ETFs, and they have up to 5. They have 3X, 4X, 3X. They have all sorts of stuff going on here. Jump on it today. MEXC is the place to be, man. MEXC is the place to be. 0 fees, baby. 0 fees. I wasn't a fan of Kraken. And then you can always transfer it to your hardware wallet and jump on out. So everybody, we're watching Bitcoin in this flag on the 1 minute time frame. Looks like it may continue or go sideways. We finally got the bearish divvy and we dropped down. We have our first lower high. You would expect a lower low. So like high, low, lower high, lower low. And shoulder, head, right shoulder. See how it's starting to form here? Not saying it's guaranteed. The 7 minute looks pretty good too. So I'm just trying to, I'm attempting to see when this thing will eventually kind of stall out a little bit. All I want is a daily candle close now above, let's say 24K would be amazing. And I'll be back with an update in the trading group. Anything I see happening, man, more wiggle room too on the fitted. Sorry to sleep at the wheel, working and listening. Shout out to Crypto Cash. God bless you, brother. Just make sure you buy yourself a hard wallet, Trezor, for your Bitcoin bag you just bought. Get yourself a hardware wallet today. This one's cheaper. It's the older one, but this one's way easier to use, and it's the touchscreen. It's $100 more, but I'm telling you right now, you will absolutely love it. This one I'm always tapping. This one I actually love it. But these are the two Model T, these are the two Trezor wallets that I offer in the link below. I do get a commission if you buy a Trezor wallet. Helps me out, helps you out, and yeah. SBF facing bail revoke by the judge. Let's cover that little idea there. Bail revocations looms for Sam Bankman-Fried. Here's why. Tries to revise the bail conditions after judge noted suspicious. Interesting. Judge says SBF proposed bail conditions are too cushy 3 days ago. A federal judge doesn't think the proposed changes to Sam Bankman-Fried's bail conditions will be enough to address the disgraced FTX founder's messy online behavior while awaiting trial. Per the outlet, Judge Lewis Kaplan said he had continuing concerns about Bankman-Fried's access to technology and communication devices as the former crypto golden boy is out on bond and residing in his parents' multi-million-dollar California home. He could find a way around it and conceivably not get caught, Kaplan said during today's hearings, calling Bankman-Fried's inventive. The judge subsequently denied a proposal for bail condition changes put forth by both Bankman-Fried's legal team and the prosecution. Yeah, they're trying to make it even cushier for the guy, one step at a time. Crazy. Anyway, I'm out of here for the day, everybody. What do I say is happening? I mean, we had a huge pump. Normally, we begin to kind of get a sell-off here at this point. 7 minutes suggests that we could get a pump up, and the 1 hour still has some moves. So the fact that this retraced so nicely and we stayed sideways lets me believe that this 7 minute could plow us to the upside. Obviously, too, what we got here is a long length, and so that would give us, I think, 26,000. Am I wrong here? That would bring us to 26K. It would change the narrative. If we break 22.5, the whole story is over for everybody, and we're in the money. So we could see a massive confirmation of a big move today on a smaller time frame. It is in the works. There's a chance it could happen. Again, I don't know. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I'm using all my facets to figure out the best I can for you. I don't know for sure what is going to happen. I would watch this 7 minute basically being oversold. What you're looking for is the 7 minute to eventually double top or make some type of bearish divergence. And then that will tell you that you're probably not going to get to 26K today. However, if the 7 minute just continues to kind of do its thing and flag out, there's a chance we do get there. So watch the smaller time frame. It very well could have a play on what's happening, and pay attention. We do have a bearish divvy on the 1 minute. That could carry on through. Understand that concept as well. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. One thing I also have to do is look at Bitcoin dominance before I jump on out of here. Bitcoin dominance doing the same thing. Massive pump for Bitcoin. The daily on Bitcoin dominance said that we were going to get a move. I was saying there, we got the bear trap and then the massive pump to the upside. I was waiting for this to happen. It was only a matter of time. Got the little bit of a drop. They faked us out, and then they blasted this thing to the upside, making that higher low, basically making that look like a fake higher lower low. And then it still has massive moves. I would watch my altcoins. Looks like we could continue to pump here for the dollar, and for the Bitcoin, and we get back above here, it's a good sign. We take a look at the DXY, and that is dumping as I suggested it would on the daily time frame out of the rising wedge. I love it. I love it. The 2-day chart just getting started for a massive dump. Bitcoin's 2-day chart just getting started for a massive pump. One thing a lot of people weren't talking about was Bitcoin's 2-day chart. I never really used the 2-day. I used the 3-day. But I slipped on the 2-day chart and saw that Bitcoin had a massive rally coming on the 2-day chart. And look at the size of the bullish engulfing candle on the 2-day. I was talking about how the 2-day looked absolutely amazing for Bitcoin, but didn't look good on the tether, on the dollar index. So look for the dollar to continue to dump here. It's a really good sign that the Fed won't be able to raise rates. It looks like we may have beat them at their own game. Shout out to everybody here as we see another short squeeze coming, 24,270, attempting to happen right as we speak. I want to get off, but I really can't. I'm just too excited, and there's too much happening for Bitcoin right now. Looks like the 7 minute is beginning to break out right now. Wow. And we don't even have the liquidity anymore, but this thing, look at 33 accounts just got wrecked and $313,000. Another short liquidation here at 24,000. The people have no idea what's going on. People that aren't overall bullish on why Bitcoin, people that don't understand the traditional movement of Bitcoin, they're missing out. People that don't understand the traditional movement of Bitcoin are missing out. Wow. So you're looking for a possible double top here, or what will happen. So, and again, remember, a lot of people challenge me. They join my group, then they learn my TA, and they try to do it themselves. I get it. But I'm going to make something really clear here. I live this. I live this. I don't just try to replicate what someone else did. I live this. You'll never find someone you'll find someone that puts in as much effort as me, but it's this much, or that's it. So just remember, I live this. I press the buy button thousands of times. I've been trading for 15 years. I'm 40 years old. This is real life, baby, every single day. I love you all. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll check you on the next live stream. I don't want to go. This looks like it's going to blast. 1 minute, I got exceeded. We'll go sideways for a little longer here. 7 minute looks like a big move is coming for Bitcoin. Possibly for a measured move to 26,196. I wouldn't be surprised if we close the day at 26,000. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to Druid Crypto. Shout out to Life of Ryan. Shout out to Crypto Tom Tom. Stay. I'll stay forever. Thank you for the 771 likes, everyone. We had one of the biggest streams ever. The stream is growing. You can see it. We are starting to get that recognition we deserve. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for the love. Say my name. All right. Is Graxicala. Is Graxicala, man. Thank you for coming on in. Is Graxicala is here. Shout out to you for coming on in. I'm good at names. I'm good at language. You're the best EA, man. Love you, bro. Shout out to Mike Hoddle. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sam. God bless you and yours. Thank you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. How many loves can we get here? Sam, you're amazing every day. 333. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for making this an opportunity for me. I love doing what I do every single day. May God bless each and every one of you. Watch this 7-minute flag that's oversold. Remember, there's bearish divergence that could eventually play out on the 1 minute, even though it's smaller time frame. And the bigger time frame, like the 4 hour, are eventually going to have to pin us at one point. But this beautiful move to 24K was amazing. I'm super excited. And we went from 19K back to 24,000. Life is good, baby. Life is good. Remember, gratitude is the attitude. Have gratitude for everything you do, and life will be good, baby. Life will be good. I love you so much. And, yeah. Innuendo. Love you, brother. Please do one file coin. All right, file coin for you. I think he asked like 7 times. Could have said in 199 super chat just to keep the charts going. Here's the deal. It's just like Bitcoin. Actually, wait, I think I had something for Filecoin, right? So my Filecoin idea got stopped out. Stops below the 706. They got me right there. Bring. They got everybody. They kind of dring, and then they ran the price back up. So we did get stopped out. Filecoin looked great. Previous resistance was new support. They dropped it down for the double bottom at the next area. Stops below. Stops could have been down here, actually, technically. It's kind of vague there, right? You put the stop wherever you want. So some people may not have been stopped out and could be in the money right now. So the daily's still pointing to the upside. It says it can grow. I went over every coin. Same thing for this coin. So look. First thing I did was pull the Fibonacci from here to there. And I saw I was in the golden pocket. Golden pocket is the institutional accumulation zone. Bang. Jump on in there, right? Now, we were hoping that support and resistance. But when you see a 618 golden pocket, could you assume that you're going to hit it? MACD's getting a turn, aggressive pull up on the RSI, aggressive move in the Stokes. That's what you're always looking for. Nice volume coming in for the buy section, breaking above the previous trend line. This looks really nice to me. Your measured move is to the upside, and it will take you further up here to the next high and a little up there to $9.96, maybe to psychological 10. All right? Filecoin says it can continue to do this. It would either have to pin the 4 hour, or the 4 hour is going to have to make a bit of a flag. Like everything else, you're at a resistance, and the 4 hours overbought. So what we're looking for, let me grab that. We're looking for the 4 hour to make some type of falling wedge or some type of flag, kiss the 21, and then that's going to be your entry for almost every coin in the game. And I've been saying this for everything. All right, I love you all. Have a great night, everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow on the live stream. You can never be too nice for your own good. I'll tell you that. It'll always come back to you. It'll always come back to you. But I get you right. Some people have screwed me over because I was too nice. I gave too much, and they took it and threw it in my face, man. But it is what it is. God knows, and God sees all. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel and you're hearing this powering voice, this thundering voice, I love you all. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Part of the Aries way, man. Part of the Aries way. Thank you for saying that. I'll see you tomorrow for the next live stream, 10 a.m. Thank you so much for one of the biggest live streams we ever had. Blessings on blessings. Thank you.